Donald Trump has cleaned up Washington. The fountains work. The city is clean. The city is safe. It's good that he has taken an interest in this. And you have these people out here who are so broken-brained about the fact that he's the president that they're spending their time vandalizing all this stuff. I think it's terrible, and I hope anybody who vandalizes our monuments, I hope they get caught. I hope they get put in jail. He's trying to make the city beautiful for America, too.
Exactly. And just think about it. These protesters, they're literally cheering on pond scum. That's where we are. Incredible. I want to tell you about my friends at besthotgrill.com. They make the amazing Solar infrared gas grills. Boy, I made some flat iron steaks yesterday on my Solar infrared gas grill, and they were amazing. Declare your independence from the low-heat, low-powered gas grills, which in the course of grilling events wear out every couple of years. Secure your rights to juicy steak, succulent chicken, and meat, and fish, as well as healthy grilled veggies, if you like vegetables, and perfect finishing of sous vide. Pursue grilling happiness with the purchase of a USA-made hot, fast Solar infrared gas grill. Solar is perfect for today's busy lifestyles, securing its powers from the efficient direct heat of the Solar infrared burner. It is a game changer if you like grilling. It's the best grill I've ever owned, and it's the only grill I'll ever own for the rest of my life. Go to besthotgrills.com. besthotgrill.com, because it is the best. It is the hottest grill you'll ever get.
It's time for Talktivities on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. Do you have an item for Talktivities? Email it to calendar@pvbcradio.com.
Register today for the Roswell Invaders Kids Camps 2026. At Joe Bauman Stadium in Roswell, the camps are for ages 6 to 17. Camp dates are June 16 and 24 and July 1, 8, and 19. Register at RoswellInvaders.com. Cost is only $35 per camp. There are hundreds of miles of trail on the Lincoln National Forest in New Mexico. Individuals and groups can help maintain these trails and restore or protect resources in our area by adopting a trail. You or your group return on a continuing basis to ensure the trail you adopt remains in good condition. Contact jeremy.pritchett@usda.gov.
If you have an item for Talktivities, email it to calendar@pvbcradio.com. That's calendar@pvbcradio.com.
Bill Cunningham is now in Roswell on 106.5 FM KEND Roswell.
This hour from Town Hall, Arnett Thomason. He chaired the Federal Reserve, setting monetary policy under 4 presidents. Former Fed Chairman Alan Greenspan has died.
Greenspan's widow, television correspondent Andrea Mitchell, wrote in a statement, quote, "He will be remembered for his brilliance and his kindness. Being his life partner was the joy of my life." Greenspan served as chairman of the Federal Reserve for 18 years across 4 presidential administrations from 1987 to 2006. Mitchell said Greenspan died Monday morning from complications of Parkinson's disease. He was 100 years old.
Correspondent Bernie Bennett. They may as well install a revolving door at number 10 Downing Street. Britain will be getting its 7th prime minister in just 10 years now that Keir Starmer has announced he's resigning as head of the Labour Party, giving up the PM's job. Starmer says he will stay on as prime minister until a successor has been chosen.
I will also give my successor my full and unequivocal support, knowing that they will inherit a Britain that is far stronger and fairer than the one I inherited 2 years ago, better prepared for the challenges ahead, and better able to ensure the Labour Party secures a second term in office.
Starmer and Labour have taken a beating in public opinion polls, and Starmer's pending resignation had been rumored for weeks. The Utah judge presiding over the Charlie Kirk murder case says he'll rule today on whether prosecutors could face sanctions for remarks to the media about a bullet fragment recovered from Charlie Kirk's body. Lawyers for defendant Tyler Robinson are fighting to get the death penalty off the table. Robinson has yet to enter a plea. 23-year-old from southwestern Utah has been charged with aggravated murder. It is back to work this morning for Wall Street following the long holiday weekend. And right now, the Dow futures 47 points higher. NASDAQ futures up 92. The S&P futures down 1 point. More on these stories, townhall.com.
Progressive knows you could have easily taken the freeway, but you took the scenic route to see a waterfall and an oddly busy boiled peanut stand. Discovering the unexpected is exactly why you bought an RV, so protect it with a bundle from Progressive. Because although you may be 3 hours behind schedule, you're 6 jars of jam richer and possibly enrolled in a butter churning workshop. Switch to Progressive and protect your RV, boat, or motorcycle by bundling with your home or auto insurance. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
If you want unlimited talk, text, and data on a crazy fast network, Big Wireless will sell it to you right now for as little as $70 a month. Or you can buy it from Pure Talk for half of that. I'm talking about unlimited talk, text, and unlimited data for just $34.99 a month. Stop paying the big guys twice what you need to. Dial pound 250, say my name. That's pound 250 micro to switch to Pure Talk, where the savings are truly unlimited.
Russia's military continues to hammer civilian infrastructure across Ukraine with deadly results.
At least one person has been killed in a Russian missile strike in Ukraine's Odessa region, while 3 other people were injured, local officials say. Firefighters toiled to extinguish blazing fires at an agricultural enterprise, flames engulfing a warehouse building, vehicles and storage tanks containing flammable materials. While a strike on the city of Sumy in northeastern Ukraine killed 3 members of the same family, including a 13-year-old boy and his father, and wounding another 2. Ukraine's Air Force says in total, Russia launched well over 80 long-range attack drones and 1 ballistic missile overnight. I'm Charles Dillasasma.
In France, they've seen temperatures soar to 104 degrees. A grueling heat wave will not let go. No relief expected before Friday at the earliest. News and analysis at townhall.com. A new package of tech sector taxes approved by Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker could face a court challenge.
The measures hit digital advertising, cryptocurrency investors, prediction markets, and social media platforms, and are expected to raise more than $800 million a year. Illinois will also become the first state to charge social media companies based on user counts. Legal experts warn the plan could face constitutional challenges, and conservatives argue the taxes single out speech platforms and could chill online expression while tying up businesses in costly court fights. Ken Lorman reporting.
Canada and Australia have signed a $1.75 billion export agreement to build an Australian-designed long-range radar system in Canada. The goal to provide early warning radar coverage from the Canada-U.S. border into the Arctic. More on these stories, townhall.com.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man in this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. I leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The tabloid said, what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning, one and all. Welcome to another morning without Mike Winters. I ain't he. That wouldn't be me. No. Just a couple more days of second banana smalls here in the captain's chair. And then Mixmaster Mike will be back with us hopefully on Wednesday morning. He is off scratching some itches, scratching some things off of his bucket list for sure. And just really having, as I've called it, a real Mike Winters vacation. He's visiting lots of battlefield museums, A lot of really interesting information about battleships that he's been picking up. He actually got to tour, I believe it was an antebellum era mansion or manor, essentially, and kind of like their version of our JP White House, essentially. And just kind of they've been doing their thing on the riverboat and having their fun. But he'll be back, back to his landlubber ways by Wednesday. But in the meantime, he's enjoying 1 or 2 last days on the boat before it's back to land. But happy Monday. Welcome back after the long Juneteenth weekend. If you had the Juneteenth holiday off, welcome back for your 3-day weekend. And, you suck. Big thank you to everybody who came out this weekend and made the event with Church on the Move, the One Nation Under God firework and drone show, just a massive success. I mean, I saw, and now granted, I have maybe the best seat in the entire area because the drones that were set up for the show were basically parked about 30 feet behind the trailer where I was set up doing my radio broadcast. And a couple people reached out and said, hey, I know you're out here. Where are you? By the way, I got to shout out my buddy Jason. He was reaching out. He's like, hey, where are you at? I'd love to, come by and say hey. And I told him I would give him a shout out on the air today. But yes, if you did make it out, big thank you to you for coming out and being a part of that big event. Once again, big thanks to Church on the Move, because if you were out there, if you witnessed this show, it was, last year's show was amazing. This year's show, they took it up several notches. They did the fireworks off the drones, very similar to last year, but they did it in a way, in newer ways. The formations, the patterns were different, and the music was different. And this is one thing that was really cool. Usually Mike is the one who's sitting there in the captain's chair with the radio running the show. I'm usually there just kind of as backup, but also with my kids, usually just to enjoy the show. This year, I was in the seat. I had the radio. And so it was a real coordination and collaboration. We had to stop, collaborate, and listen for the start at 10 and then the here we go. And we basically synchronized, hit the start button to the point where the music was so perfectly synced up with the fireworks. There was a spot in a song that the beat went dun 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 and the firework went dun 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 dun. It was perfect. And to anybody who made it out there and saw the show, everything went off without a hitch. Now, there was a fireball at the end. I have it on good authority that was on purpose. All right. A lot of people were like, what happened there at the end? I even was like, wait, because if you saw it, it was a fireball followed by a pretty good sized mushroom cloud. This is the international symbol for mushroom cloud, by the way. But it was a pretty significant fireball. But apparently that was part of the show. It was the fireball. The cloud was just kind of like a little added bonus. But for those people who were a little concerned about that was supposed to be there. But again, a huge thank you to everybody for coming out. Big thanks to the veterans for coming out for the Veterans Dinner as well. That went off without a hitch very successfully. Had a great night with veterans, their families, some great comedy, and some music as well. So once again, a big thank you to everybody for coming out and being a part of that big event. And we're in kind of a lull now. I know we got the Roswell 250 coming up. We've got UFO Fest. We've got Galacticon coming up. It's all right around the corner. But this is one of those weeks where it's like, okay, what do we do with our hands? There's not a whole lot to talk about. Now, granted, these are the kinds of weeks that a lot of people say, okay, now I'm going to take my vacation. I'm going to head out. But I'll deal with that later. I'm actually going to be heading out of town at the end of this week through the weekend. We're heading up to Colorado Springs to see AJR in concert. Real stoked about that. I believe this would be my third time seeing them in concert. I'm a huge fan. But just to get out of town for a little while, to get away from it all, it will be nice. That'll be my little mini escape, my mini vacay, and then it's back to the grind once again. But welcome to Monday. Welcome to another week. Hopefully yours off to a decent start. And here we go again. Let me give you the rundown for today's program. We're going to kick things off here in just a few minutes. I'll get you up to date with the weather. Windy, and they're saying basically sunny and hot, but with the clouds rolling in, I'm thinking we might actually have a little bit of a break, at least for part of the day. And the wind is giving us a little bit of a reprieve for the morning. It's up there, but it's, at least cool wind and not hot, dusty wind in your face. But we'll get you up to date with the weather coming up here in just a few minutes. Coming up after this break here in just a moment, I'm looking at the schedule here that says something does not exist. I'm intrigued. Okay, well, we'll have to dive into that here in a minute. Anyways, that being said, coming up after that, we'll get. I'm going to replay the interview that Mike had with Elaine Mayfield from, I believe it was about a week ago. She was here talking about Roswell Galacticon and all the fun and festivities therein. I believe we might have her back maybe tomorrow. I'm not 100% sure on that. I'll have to check with Mike on that. But that being said, we're going to replay the interview coming up here in the 7 o'clock hour. Coming up in the 8 o'clock hour, around 8:15 or so, we have Don Weld scheduled to stop by today wearing his Alzheimer's Association hat. We'll chat up the Alzheimer's Association, what they've got going on, and the lead up to the big event, to the Alzheimer's Walk coming up here in just a couple months now. We'll talk about that coming up here in just a few minutes, or in just a bit, around 8:15 or so. Then in the 9 o'clock hour, around 9:15 or so, we're going to have Elliot Rodriguez with Lone Depot. He'll be here with us, chatting about what it is he does and how he can make hopefully help make your dreams a reality. That's what Elliot's all about. He'll be talking about that coming up here in just a little bit, around 9:15 or so. Plus, of course, your hourly features, all that good stuff. We'll get to it. Nothing to it but to do it. At 14 minutes after 7 o'clock, let us get you up to date with the weather.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. We're on the hot side of a stationary front. We're going up to 100 to 105 on the afternoon high today. A little bit windy and lots of sunshine. Clear for the overnight hours, upper 60s and low 70s. Another hot one coming up on Tuesday. 106 to 108 and sunshine. Will be in the low 100s on Wednesday. Looks like we'll stay sunny. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton, and that's your latest forecast.
Thank you, Steve. Currently 70 degrees around Roswell Way. They're calling it fair and breezy is what we're looking at right now. But definitely the clouds are overtaking the sun, at least for the first part of the morning. Enjoy it while you got it, because it is only going up from here. Humidity at 66%, winds currently out of the north at around 24 miles an hour, gusts up to 33. So like I said, windy out there, but at least it's not super heated, stupid wind. Barometer at 30 inches with a dew point of 58 degrees. For your rest of your Monday, we're looking at sunny skies. It's going to be hot, but not triple digits, at least not according to the National Weather Service. They're calling for a high of around 99 degrees. Winds out of the north 15 to 20 miles an hour, becoming northeast 10 to 15. Gusts could get as high as 30 miles an hour today. So plan accordingly. Keep the floppy hats at home. For tonight, mostly clear, dropping down to 69 degrees. Winds out of the east 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming south after midnight. Then for your Tuesday, sunny skies. Is going to be hot, a high of around 106 degrees, just like yesterday was. It's going to be one of those get it done early and then find shelter quickly kinds of days. Plan accordingly. Winds out of the southeast 5 to 10 miles an hour. Then for Tuesday night, partly cloudy, getting down to only about 72 degrees, so still not all that cool. 102 for the high on Wednesday, but we do have a little bit of a reprieve coming Wednesday night into Thursday. We've got a slight chance for showers and thunderstorms, about 20%. Those on Wednesday night before midnight, partly cloudy, getting down to 71. For Thursday, a 20% chance of those showers, getting up to 102, though, still for the high. So it's going to be hot and potentially humid. That's great news. Thursday night, a 20% chance of showers, thunderstorms before midnight, mostly cloudy, a low of around 70. You know, I know in like places like Phoenix, they just don't open businesses during the day, and then they wait till the sun goes down, and then they open their businesses. Can't we do that? Can't we, like, put in legislation or sign some kind of bill, pass some kind of bill that has Roswell turn into, like, a nocturnal city? I'm down. I'd be all for it. I have a headlamp right now. I can go grab it. It's in my other office. Friday, mostly sunny, getting up to 104 for the high, back up to 106 for the high on Saturday, 107 for the high on Sunday. Find a body of water to submerge yourself into, because it's going to be a scorcher. If you don't have to be out in it, please don't be out in it. If you do find yourself out in it and you need some relief, don't forget the cooling center is open there at the Westminster Presbyterian Church. I never have my notes available when I need them. At 2801 West 4th, right here in Roswell. Of course, they've got supplies, they got water there, but they are also in need of supplies. So if you can donate waters, electrolytes, towels, especially towels right now, because they've got shower facilities, they need towels that they can take, can give to the folks that are taking the showers there. If you can make a donation, that'd be great. But if you are in need, if you're out in the heat today, don't forget the cooling center is there. That's the whole reason that Jocelyn and the folks at Food Not Bombs have put so much work, so much effort, so much energy, so much time into making this a reality, so that it's there for folks who need it on days like today and weeks like the week we have coming up. So big thanks to Food Not Bombs. And again, if you can make a donation, please do so. But if you have a need, or if you are in need, then just remember that they're right there for you at the Westminster Presbyterian Church. And if there are facilities, or there are means to get you to the cooling center, if you don't have the means to get there yourself, reach out to Food Not Bombs Roswell on Facebook. They can get you all that need-to-know info. 18 minutes after 7 o'clock, going to pause, pay a couple of these bills, and after these, going to replay the interview Mike had with Miss Elaine Mayfield from Galacticon. After these, on a morning without Mike Winters. Stay tuned.
What does it mean for a roofing contractor to have heart? How about braving a 24-hour road trip with a bad back and a 20-foot-long trailer through Interstate 40? You heard that right. A local business needed a new roof, but this business did not want just any roof. They desired a schoolhouse roof with red shingles. Well, we wanted to give our customers exactly what they were asking for. The only problem was that the red color of shingle they were looking for had been discontinued in our local region. But we didn't give up then. We were told by our supplier that the schoolhouse red color of shingle that we were looking for was still available in Arkansas. So we did what was expected of us and drove 24 hours, and we delivered on our promise. If you need a roofer who delivers on their promises, call Trustmark Roofing today at 575-755-7663.
Trustmark Roofing, we put people first.
Good morning. This is Smiley Wooten at the Roswell Livestock Auction. A lighter summer run for this week following Father's Day and some hot weather. We expect to sell 700 head. Breaking down like this: 50 to 75 weigh cows and bulls, 25 to 50 pairs bred cows, 600, 650. Calves and yearlings today sale include 15 to 20 cow-calf pairs, mostly black, white face, or red, white face English cross cows with black calves. Pairs 4 to 10 years old, 40 long-aged heifers and heiferettes. They're in good flesh, 850, 1,100 pounds, 79 calves and light yearlings. Mr. Thomas Huey at Corona, New Mexico, excellent quality, 9% black Brangus and Charolais crossbreds, cattle wean 75-plus days, 1 round of shots, thin to medium condition. 350, 600 pounds, 79 calves, Miss Patricia Schaefer, Artesia, New Mexico. Extra quality, 90% black Angus calves, in Force 3, 8-way at Brandon, 300, 450 pounds. 31 calves, Mr. John McCartney, Alpine, Texas. Extra quality black Angus and Brangus cross calves, cattle wean 45 days, 1 round of shots, 300, 450 pounds. 19 calves, Pigman and Daughters, Kermit, Texas. Excellent quality red Angus calves, shots at Brandon, 300, 450 pounds, 22 light yearlings, the T Ranch at Sierra Blanca, Texas. Excellent quality black Angus crossbred yearlings, medium condition, 600, 700 pounds. Sale time this morning, 9 o'clock. Sale pairs bred cows, 9:15. Selling calves and yearlings, 9:30, 9:45. Extremely short on weigh cows and bulls this morning. Be on pairs, breds, calves and yearlings pretty quick. No sale at RLA on July the 6th in observance of Independence Day, and we expect to sell 700 head today. This is Smiley Wooten, Roswell.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. The U.S. Treasury once considered producing donut-shaped coins. They instead decided to go with coin-shaped donuts. here's Mike Winters.
Middle there, I was like, I can't talk right now. And joining us in studio this morning, wearing her Galacticon hat, back on today, Elaine Mayfield back with us. Good morning,
I'm
Elaine.
back.
And we're weeks away from UFO
3
Festival
weeks
and all
away.
the week, and the 4th of July weekend, and of course Galacticon is once again part of this year's UFO Festival.
Yeah,
and
this is like my 20th year,
Yeah,
something
I'll say
like that.
it's-
Yeah, because I started with the city, of course.
now, obviously, due to logistics, you've had to move around from time to time and things over the years here, and it's been a little trickier over the last couple years without the convention center, but we're still having pretty fun. It actually is a mixed bag where we don't have as much space, but you are kind of closer to the
Yeah,
to
we're
the
right
actions.
across the street from the UFO Museum.
Yeah, just
They've-
like last year.
They've
yeah.
kindly let us use the Lazy Boy showroom, which we love.
Yes.
we're at the Lazy Boy.
Well, and I'm going to take a stab at some point where you're going to lose that because they do have plans for that at
They
some point.
actually have been putting in a miniature, blacklight miniature golf, and it's getting there too.
Yeah, so
I think they're hoping to be ready, but
hopefully we'll get the convention center back up or something in the near future, and but Galacticon will be downtown here, right across from the International UFO Museum.
yeah, the old Lazy Boy showroom, part of the Roswell Home Furnishings.
Same as last year, same location as last year.
Yeah, it is small. It's about I can only get about 20 booths in there compared to 40.
Sure. Yeah, convention center. You can
yeah,
host
there's
a
other
whole
things
lot.
we can't really do. However, what I've done is increased our outside freebie stuff for the public, and that's through lodgers hacks and a grant from the city.
Well,
to
and this
help
is
do
where
that.
the other side, it's almost like the Vegas experience, where, as you're walking down the strip, or the old strip particularly, and you're like, ooh, and you got the guys kind of, come on in.
Yeah.
Now Galacticon's kind of like that. Hey, come on, get out of the cool, come on in.
We've got the Ghostbusters.
Yeah, and you
in
can't
their
really do
car.
that down at the
Yeah,
convention center. Here, it's
exactly.
like, hey, getting hot, come on
It's
in
true.
and check
It's
this
true.
out. So
Exactly.
it kind of adds a new cool element to it, to the
I think
experience.
so. Yeah, we got the Ghostbusters car. They're bringing, I think, a 10-foot Stay Puft Marshmallow.
Oh, good.
The air inflated.
Not made of real
thing.
marshmallow,
no,
of course.
It's air inflated to kind of draw attention. And the UFO car is coming back.
Oh, it's gonna be back?
However,
Oh,
we
good.
think it's going to be the new Jetson car.
Oh, so maybe because
He's
last
been-
year they were
he's
missing the
been
glass
working-
bubble.
Yeah.
I think it blew off a truck or
It blew
something.
off a truck.
So maybe now is he bringing both or just the Jetsons car?
Just the Jetson
Okay,
car.
very good.
Hopefully, it all gets done. He was telling me,
Okay.
it's layers and layers on that the finish,
Okay.
and so
And he comes from Indiana.
he has Indiana and Florida both.
Okay.
This time he's going to Florida and them driving in. So
Oh
from
wow! So
Florida.
he's really doing a long triangle
but it's
trip.
kind of different state cops that's going to pull him
Sure.
over. So
Well, hopefully it's the Jetsons mobile is roadworthy. Because
exactly.
I think it did. The old flying saucer did have a few extra visits on the way because of mechanical issues. But.
Exactly. So it's a lot of fun, and he does a good job, and he's
Oh,
very
it's really
entertaining.
cool. Yeah, if you missed hopefully you in the years past you got to see the UFO car and hopefully this year it'll be the Jetsons car. If not, I imagine he'll bring the UFO car.
At the end of the session last year, I had to go in with my Jeep and jump the UFO car as the battery had run down.
Yeah, and he's insistent on driving it. Like he's not trailering it and bringing it.
No, he
drives it, and I imagine because he's sitting in a bubble in that too.
Yeah,
and I imagine 1,000 miles in that thing is not comfortable.
That's what I'm thinking too.
I mean, I do it in a nice truck with all the air conditioning and the suspension and the bells and whistles, and after
audiobooks.
after 1,000 miles, I'm pretty stowed up. Imagine being in that thing without. It's probably a rougher ride. I imagine it's some kind of air conditioning.
And
It's
the
probably pretty warm in
has
it.
got to be hot.
Yeah, you feel like you're baking in that thing, I'm guessing.
We'll see how he does.
Yeah. And I imagine the Jetsons car is going to be worse because it's just a big bubble.
That's
so
right.
with a fin.
and I think the horn plays the Jetson music.
Well, you got to have the noise at the car.
Exactly.
You know, that's the Jetson car. That noise.
Hopefully, it's all going to be a lot of fun.
That'll be cool.
Yeah. And like I said, the Ghostbusters are coming back.
Good.
With their car and everything, and they're fun. And the droids.
Oh, good. I was going to say, because last year they had the droids.
I've had him every year. They
and they kind of just meander around like the R2D2 and the various.
it's remote. So,
yeah.
But what's fun is
droids of the Star Wars universe kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah.
But he'll stand back and kids will come up to him and he'll operate him.
Interact
and the
with
kids
them.
are just like they're real.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah, because he can as long as he can see them, he can real live interact with them.
Exactly.
But, yeah, it's a lot of fun.
We got a new thing this year, which I'm so excited about. There's a family in Capitan.
Okay.
And the son, I think, lives actually in Albuquerque. And their family collects life-size TV and film aliens.
Oh, really?
And his family's been affected by the Capitan fires,
Okay.
so they're going to bring down several of those.
Okay.
And you can get a selfie and just make a donation
Okay.
to
So
the
these are like
fire
like
victims.
movie props or television props?
They're
from,
amazing. I'll show you after.
I guess they were used in various TV and movie.
I don't know where they buy them. But,
Okay.
But that's what they wanted
I
to do
imagine
for
they,
Christmas.
Okay. I imagine they probably visit old film lots and stuff, and then they don't need them.
know.
Or
We'll
they
have
have
to
some kind of
find out.
auctions. But
Yeah.
So imagine like, well, this one was in Close Encounters of the Third Kind, or this one was
They
in.
have the Predator from Alien.
Yeah. Oh,
They
okay.
have the Demogorgon from
from Stranger Things. Okay, so these are kind of newer ones.
And they're
that
like 6 feet tall. And
young ones will love
life-size.
the young folks will love the
And then
Demogorgon.
there's Han Solo in the frozen in the
in the
whatever that is,
yeah,
stone.
the carbon coffin thing. Yeah.
Yes, and the terror dog from Ghostbusters.
Oh, very cool.
Those for sure, and maybe even a couple more they're going to bring. So
I'm not gonna
nice
lie.
way to benefit the.
If
victims.
I owned that Han Solo, I'd turn it into a coffee table.
Oh yeah, really.
That's what I'd be chilling with. That might be a big old coffee table for me.
Exactly.
But that's just me.
But it's sure a great opportunity to help our neighbors up the
Absolutely.
mountain because that just keeps going and going, doesn't it?
Yeah, the fire, and I mean, it was a tragedy to begin with the plane crash.
Yes.
And I don't think anyone would imagine that would have sparked what
Right,
weeks
what we're
later still
seeing,
doing
yeah.
and things like that.
But he called and said, "Do you do ever anything for charity?" And I
Mm-hmm.
said, "Absolutely. 20 years we've been doing this, and
Good.
we've always supported local."
So maybe
charities.
if you get a chance, pay a few extra bucks for your picture with
Yeah.
some of this stuff to
Yeah.
go help some of these fire victims.
and they're
up there.
amazing. I'll show you the pictures after.
Yeah, imagine it. These are. Yeah, those are, and I imagine they're high dollar items. They're probably.
I think that's what they decide to have for like Christmas present.
Yeah.
Each year.
Well, you know what's kind of I've noticed as I've getting older, because you see movie props and things, and they look great in the movies and everything, but when you get to them in real life, that's when you find out the magic of Hollywood is the magic of Hollywood, because you're like, wow, it looks so fake here. You know what I mean? It looks like a statue. How do they make it look so real in the movie? And that's sound, lighting,
Exactly.
and little CGI thrown in depending on the age of the movie. That's how they do all that.
I went to a sale after Roswell, the TV show, closed down.
Mm-hmm.
It happened to be in Santa Fe. And that was fascinating. All the stuff in there that they had. Yeah.
It's kind of neat to see It was funny, and I'm getting off topic, but I'll bring it back in. But about 10, 15 years ago, they shot a movie called Roswell FM in our radio station in Artesia.
Right.
And so I spent a week on the working the radio, basically doing radio on a movie set, which I do not recommend. That was awful. You cannot make any noises, anything. But it was kind of neat to see how they built the studio and the props and everything, and how they converted my studio into this 80s looking studio.
Right.
I mean, granted, it's an old studio and kind of looked 80s anyway, but they really did. And then they dropped the lighting in. They put these fake boards up to make it look like I had more equipment than was actually there and all this.
Right.
It was kind of neat how they did all that. So.
Exactly.
And then they
Exactly.
built this railroad track thing for the camera. So, because our desk had like this round thing, and so they built it so while the DJ's talking, they can do this thing where the camera goes, so
Right.
you see the DJ going around. It was kind of cool when you see it in the movie how they filmed it. But
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's how they did that with that camera track. So, but anyway, it's kind of neat to see all.
It
that.
is
But
that.
anyway. But Galacticon now. Let me ask: I know we do have smaller like last year, but if someone wants to be a vendor, is there still space?
I actually still have a few booths left.
Okay,
Yeah,
I knew
table and
they're
booth.
premium commodities here, but I didn't know if we
Yeah.
still had a few open ones here.
Exactly. Yeah, we lost a few of our normal death of the family in one. And,
Life happens,
Yeah,
but-
life
and
happens.
things,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. This year, also, the whole UFO festival is going to be certainly a large dash of Air America 250.
Oh, yeah, it's kinda- it's-
Juliana's working hard on getting that program, and that's Saturday.
Yes.
So I want to say that most of us will be open Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and end with the fireworks show.
Yes.
And but I do believe that the UFO Museum is open Sunday with the final
For the
round of
final,
their
talks and
their
lectures
speakers,
and things, yeah. But as far as the outdoor fun festivities and
Right.
stuff, that stuff will wrap up Saturday.
Now,
Saturday.
as usual, we will have our karaoke on Wednesday night, although not at Pepper's, but we're going to Backdraft. Their new
Oh, so they'll be the new home for now,
yeah,
for this year.
Yes, they're excited about it, and what a wonderful little building they have. It's,
Oh, yeah.
Freedom Hall.
Oh yeah, that's a nice.
very
It's a great venue to do
Acoustics
things.
are great.
and you can open it up if you need to or want to. And, it's really
So we're
cool.
excited about doing Backdraft.
Yeah.
And that's Wednesday night, 6:30 or 6. Yeah, 6:30. And everybody's welcome.
Yeah.
The community.
Now-
We get a lot of locals on that one.
Now, don't be surprised if you see a bunch of people in costume. A lot of times
We
they
always
come-
encourage cosplay.
Yeah, they come the cosplay. Now, just because of the roots of this particular Roswell Galacticon, there is kind of a steampunk
Always has been.
theme
yeah.
to that.
Mhm.
Or now that being said, there's no rules or regulations saying you have to go steampunk with your cosplay.
No, not at all.
But if you do, you will have you will fit right in with a good hunk of the population out there.
Exactly. And
Yep.
you will be glad to know that tea doodling is back.
Oh, good! I'm a fan of the. That's
I know
the
you
funnest
are.
thing. It's just because it's just the funnest little neat thing to do, and you get to.
Yes.
It's funny because you get to talk smack and do everything in a family friendly sort of way,
Right.
of course. And the whole point is, at the end of the day, is try to make someone's biscuit break. That's the whole point. Is and dip in
Biscuit
the tea.
being a cookie
Yes,
for us.
yes, it's British. British speak, of course.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, we do have our cosplay contest on Saturday. 2 o'clock, they walk around for an hour and try to get votes. And that's people's choice.
Okay.
And they collect tickets for votes.
All right.
And then at 3 o'clock, they'll judge. And then at 4 o'clock, we'll do tea dueling right there. So
Okay.
that's all on Saturday since we don't do Sunday.
Yes. Now I got to ask: is Todd going to be competing as a contestant, or is he going to be judging this time?
I don't know.
Because Todd's kind of our resident
Exactly.
resident
He's
alien.
always been
to
a-
quote a TV show.
Right,
represents it.
resident alien. Absolutely.
When it comes to that kind of stuff, so very cool. But they're that's a lot of fun. I hope you definitely and of course a lot of those folks are also part of the costume contest and some
Right,
win
and
the
that
pet
will be on
costume.
Friday.
Yeah, there's a
Before
little
the
bit
parade.
of, and I believe they're doing it indoors, right? Somewhere. Where are they doing? I forget.
It may be on the Cultural Plaza.
Yeah, it might be on the Cultural Plaza.
Yeah,
But I think
and,
they're doing it at a
Yeah,
different
but
time.
We're trying to
where it's cooler.
utilize that beautiful, nice facility. If you haven't seen it, drive by and look at it. It's looking good.
Well, they had the grand opening here about a month ago, or a couple weeks ago, whenever that
And I
was.
think it might be on the Cultural Plaza.
Good. Well, and this is
Now, the pet costume contest is ours, and we will still do it on the courthouse steps.
very good. And,
Cooler, shadier.
We do it in the morning there.
9 o'clock.
So the pause and things don't get impacted and all. that.
Yes.
And so.
Yeah. We kind of put everything on 9 o'clocks. All the things in the evening are 9 o'clock. The drone show on Thursday.
Parade.
The parade at 9. And on Saturday, the fireworks actually at 9. Although you can go out to the Cielo Grande at 6 and
They're going to have games and fun and picnicking
fun
and things like that, and then I think
Music,
live
I believe.
music,
Yeah,
and then at dark they'll
Right.
fire off the fireworks.
And like I said, I've been doing this 20 years, and we always broke on the 4th of July,
Yeah.
5 or 6 o'clock, so people could get out and do other things.
And this is going to be bookended because I think they're doing the drone show kind of the first day of the UFO festival
That's right.
downtown here.
Right.
And then the fireworks for the
Right.
254th
And
celebration will
They
be.
say it's even bigger drone show than last year.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
It's
I
it is
enjoyed
pretty
that.
cool. Yeah.
And I watched it from the plaza, which was kind of cool.
That's actually the best spot to see
Yeah.
this kind of courthouse lawn
Oh, yeah,
downtown,
there's
that
the
area.
camaraderie
Yeah.
to it and everything else.
That's kind of the best spot there.
Exactly.
I want to tell everybody there's for Galacticon, for UFO Festival, for everything, there's one website that steers you to everything.
Yeah.
If you go to the UFOfestival.com website, that will give you the complete schedule of events for Galacticon, for UFO Fest, for the actual museum's schedule,
Right.
any of the other
Yeah.
ancillary things that are going on. It's all a one-stop shop there.
Yes. We actually are kind of a group of about 5
Mhm.
different events going on at the same time, which
Right.
is wonderful because it would be hard to run all of this by one person.
If you had one person running all this, it would be hard to pull all those.
It would pull
all those.
off. That's
Get
right.
on. Yeah.
Yeah. So the Galacticon, we kind of do the indoor vendor. Someone like, say, a jeweler might want to not be on the street and have to gather everything up every night. And so we kind of do the
Collectibles,
indoor.
things like
yeah,
that,
we kind
yeah.
of fallen into our little areas.
Mhm.
And then of course, Main Street Roswell and the city of Roswell and the UFO Museum.
Mm-hmm.
And the Miniature Museum has been very active. Nancy Fleming's a lot of fun, and she does something different every year.
Yeah.
And so that-
And as a miniature and curiosity museum, it fits right in the vibe with UFO
Absolutely,
Festival
yes.
to a T.
Yes, and she does some kind of an installation, and
If you all never been in that museum, go in there.
Oh, it is
and by the
fun.
way, it changes out every couple months, the main exhibits and things. So if you haven't been in a minute, go again. It's going to look different.
Right.
And but yeah, that's a great little hidden gem that Roswell. It shouldn't be hidden. It's
well,
a really
and then
cool place.
There's the new Space Toy Museum.
Yeah, and that's downtown here too.
Uh-huh,
and
it
so
is.
maybe if you go downtown, I know I know a lot of locals tend to, when it comes to the downtown, they're like, no, come on down. There's check out some of the new shops, some of the new vendors. Some of it's certainly going to want to meet some of the only place you'll see them is at Galacticon vendors and things at UFO Festival this year too. There's things that come in every year and they only come here because you only get it here. And some of those artwork and other
we've
collectibles.
Brought in the artists again this year. That Steve Garcia, the one that did the Iron Giant.
Yeah.
We've got Kevin Spivey always
they
comes
all have
with
Hollywood
him.
credentials.
Yeah, absolutely. And then Ralph Sampson.
IMDb lists.
I know he was going on IMDb this morning. Ralph Sanders from Albuquerque is kind of an illustrator. People love his art. It's kind of crazy and illustrative, and he's done a poster for us this year.
Oh, cool.
So,
we did like exclusive Galacticon art for this artwork for that.
Yeah, we're excited about
which
that.
means exclusivity, which means, value, which means you know how all that works. You know that world.
Exactly. And we also want to mention that Thursday from 2 to 6, as we're open Thursday evening, is preview night. No admission.
Oh, good. So free come in, give it a check out. If there's certain shopping things, you could save a little bit of money and just hit them that day.
Exactly.
And plus, first day, first best selection that's best.
Well, that's right.
First come, first serve type mindset.
A lot of people will come back and say, I really did want to buy that. And I'll come back on Friday or Saturday.
Yeah.
So it's 2 to 6 on Thursday.
But you got to be careful of that one because depending on how many of them there are.
Oh, yeah.
Especially if it's
Absolutely.
artwork, it's one of a kind.
And then it's only $5 on the Friday and Saturday.
Very affordable.
And that pays the rent. We have to pay rent for those buildings because of electricity, of course.
Yeah.
So, it's a minimum amount. Can you imagine going to the Comic-Con in San Diego's hundreds?
Oh yeah, and you're right there downtown. You can kind of continue in and out with your UFO festival
10
stuff.
and under free.
Don't have to move or park or nothing. It really is kind of convenient. You're there, and then as soon as you're done, you can walk back out and hit all the UFO festival
That's
stuff.
right.
Like if there's a show. And the cool thing is, because of this, you can kind of in and out as you need to. So you pay the thing, you get your stamp, and then you go out. Go see a show or go see a
About
concert,
3 o'clock,
then come
you go
back
back
in and
in.
cool off and do a little shopping, go back out, get something to eat, see another show, get back in, cool off.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's a rally point.
Exactly.
It's a smart move. That's
right.
a veteran move, right?
And the kids are entertained. We also have our Star Child Academy with Angela Strange. And
she does a great job with
and
crafts
they
and
get
projects
takeaways,
and things.
something to take home and really cool.
Yeah, it's kind of that's her jam is working with
It is.
kids and creating fun through enrichment and education and entertainment.
And
that's
that's
what she does.
a standby for us always. And gaming.
Oh yeah, of course there's the
Gotta have
gaming.
good gaming.
And it's all the above, right? Table games to the
Tabletop
electric
and role
stuff.
playing.
Yeah.
We got Dungeons and Dragons back, and any level. If you've never played before, you can even sit down and learn.
Well, I gotta imagine, because of Stranger Things, there is a younger generation that have picked up Dungeons and Dragons.
It cycles.
Yeah,
I
think there is a new generation that whereas predominantly '80s kids were the ones who kind of forged the fire in that one, and then it kind of died off in the '90s, I think.
Right.
But I think Stranger Things created a research for Dungeons and Dragons,
certainly an interest, yeah.
and certainly because the 2000s brought back like the Pokemon and the table games, like the '90s. The '90s, all that was gone. It was all computers and game consoles, but the 2000s they started bringing back the Magic, the Gathering. These started, and I think, and then Stranger Things, I think, kind of put D&D back into the granddaddy of them all kind of category.
Yeah, I had brought in kind of an executive committee to help run the things, and certainly Matt Bromley is with gaming, and his wife Mary Alice Balderrama, and so he kind of handles that whole gaming aspect of it, and he's an inventor of games.
Yeah, he has,
and he's got a new one this year. It's going to be fun.
So you can actually find and purchase games that you'll probably never see anywhere else, right at the.
And then my other one is Peter Powell, who was the leader of the steampunk group here. His wife Christina, and so we kind of cover all the bases.
Sure.
There.
Now, are they still doing like some of the goggle workshops and things like that during?
No, we
Galactica?
have not done workshops. We don't
I didn't know if there was going to be any of that this year, or because I know sometimes
they were so popular.
Yeah. Well, space might be the issue on that one. I'm thinking.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So maybe when a bigger home again, and we can bring back some of those.
They say next year, but
workshop.
We'll see.
Life happens, doesn't it?
Yep. We're hoping.
But in the meantime, it's got another great Great Galacticons in store for us this year. Please go to the UFO Festival website and kind of plot and plan. That way you can see like the whole Galacticon schedule here from Thursday on to Saturday is right here on different events, different cosplay events, different gaming events, different panel speakers and things like it, guest speakers and things like that. They've got a slew of them that are going to be there. So if you're a artist, movie maker type, or a sci-fi fan, there's probably certain events that you're going to want to make sure that you're there for. Go to the website. That way you can plot and plan, make sure you don't miss it because you're there at the right time. And be honest, that you pay your $5 that day and you can go see all this. It's come and go as you wish, as much as you want. And that's the cool part of it. And I think there's a weekend pass too, right? If you just want one
and that's
for
kind
the
of
entire
a VIP pass. You get a T-shirt.
Okay.
This year's your T-shirt and a bag. And a pass and a lanyard and a badge and that kind of thing.
And that way you just flash it anytime you're by, you walk on in. And like you said, there is exclusive swag in collector's T-shirts. The only way you probably can get one of those T-shirts is...
You can buy one, though.
Well...
Yeah, we sell them.
Okay.
But we don't have a bunch.
You know, maybe that's going to be the move next year is put like have the T-shirts you sell... But then for the exclusive ones, like a VIP or something,
VIP
or a star or something, some kind of thing to set out, like like on hockey sweaters.
Well, I only ordered like 100, so there's not a lot.
Okay, so there's not many.
They will go,
So,
I didn't want to overdo it.
Well, you don't want to distill the market.
Exactly. No, I want it to be
you want it to be coveted. You want it to have, you want to make something coveted, you only make a certain amount of it,
And let me give you the website.
Yes.
RoswellGalacticon.com.
Okay, and that'll take you directly to the Galacticon stuff, but if they don't remember that...
We also have a Facebook page, and we're having a lot of fun with Facebook. We've got a lady that's working on... memes a lot. She's very music oriented. Yeah. But if you haven't checked it out, it's
so you should like and follow it, and that'll keep you with updates. And then obviously, like I know in years past, like when our hopefully the Jetsons mobile comes, you'll get the play-by-play updates. Oh, he's in Florida today, or he's in Alabama.
Hope so yeah, we tried that last year, but there
was a few. There were a few. There was a few updates.
The first year. The police were stopping them everywhere. Yeah. That was fun because it was following it. Yeah.
Yeah. At first, they were like wanting to make sure this thing can be on the road to begin with, and once they realized it was okay, then they get curious and everything.
And I do want to thank Main Street Roswell for stepping in and matching my for the fee for that Jetson car.
Good.
Because we lost our sponsor from last year. So.
Oh, I'm glad they thank you to Main Street for stepping up.
Give them a plug. Casa Carencia is sponsoring the pet contest again.
Oh, very good.
They've been very supportive.
What is their business?
That's the Dr. Lee.
Oh, okay. So they're veterinarians.
Veterinarians. It's Casa Carencia Animal Health Center.
Oh, very good. Awesome. Well,
they were been great.
Well, that's perfect because guess what? If any of the dogs suffer heat, they're going to be the first ones to notice.
Someone is there. That's right. And that's why we do that 9
in the morning and all that. Mm-hmm. And we would love to, folks, come on out and enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. That is so much fun to watch. To be honest. When we talk about UFO festivals, there's a couple things that the locals really embrace. The pet and people costume contests are definitely two of the more popular local-driven events. I think the run and golf tournaments are others, but those are ones that the locals come out for those because they
do come out for the karaoke on Wednesday night. That's fun,
and please come out for karaoke.
Their barbecue's fabulous.
And 3rd Street they do it upright. They're going to be the only problem is if you come in costume, you might want to bring lots of wet napkins, wet wipes because you don't want to get your probably very expensive outfit barbecued up.
Exactly, and we want to thank Backdraft for stepping up.
Yeah, a lot of finger foods. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's true. But does it smell good?
Oh, it's awesome in there. It's barbecue. But you never wear your Sunday finest to a barbecue.
Nope.
Just saying. But it's going to be a lot of fun, and of course the light parade, everything else. Like I said, go to the Galacticon website if you want to be a vendor or anything. But if you're kind of trying to plot and plan your entire weekend of events, you can go to the UFO Festival. You'll find all the Galacticon stuff there, along with all the other Main Street UFO, the festival itself, city, the museum, everybody's schedule events and things going on.
And bring some pocket money for selfies for Capitan.
Yes, and please overpay on that because, again, it's going to help these fire victims.
And they take the money through a branch of American Red Cross, so very legit.
Yeah, it's all on the up and up and everything. And matter of fact, when you're there getting selfies with the various things, I'm sure the family will be happy to tell you exactly where the money's going and how it's going, and they might even have some more information on exactly what that money's going.
Yeah, you can actually go online. It's the American Red Cross. It's the Wildfire Disaster Relief New Mexico.
Okay. I wonder if they have you know how like Red Cross sets up those fancy text 555 to I don't know, Capitan Fire and send $10.
They might have that.
I hope something.
We
like
will
that.
have a QR code for anyone that wants
They
to
want to
do it that
direct.
way.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I know we live in this world and we don't carry money anymore, so you got to do it the
not
tech
at
way.
all.
And I'm just as bad. I'm about to go on vacation. I was like, I got to hit an ATM to get cash because I know I should have some cash on me because I never carry it on.
And then I bring it home with me.
Yeah, exactly. Although this one, I think, because of tipping and
It
stuff.
sure
I'm probably
makes the
gonna-
line go faster with cards.
It does.
When you're at the front desk.
When it's working.
Yeah, you just tap it.
Oh, yeah, when it's
tap
working.
it.
When it's not, though, you're cussing it.
Exactly.
Because usually it's when it's working, I'm the guy when it breaks. I'll get up there and it's like,
Well, thank goodness we have a IT guy that works our front desk every year. Thank goodness. Thanks, AJ and Thomas.
you know what? That's the one thing about UFO Festival and aliens. There's a lot of smart techie type people involved. So when it comes to the technology and getting things to work, pound for pound, you got more people are going to get that done than any other hobby, I think.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Please. If you want to be involved in this, how about volunteers and stuff? I'm sure you're always looking for.
Yes, and she
folks
needs
to
volunteers at the America 250 at the Cielo Grande because they want like sack races and fun things like that.
They need some volunteers.
You can do it as a group or just individuals.
There,
That's Juliana.
Yeah, and she'll be on what's today? Monday, Wednesday to talk more. But I think. Like if you want to sponsor like your business and you want to sponsor like
or
the sack
a
races,
scout troop or something.
And then you and your employees can kind of they ask you to man it and run it kind of thing, and
it's
so
just like 3 hours, and then you're already out there for the.
And their idea is to make it like a free, picnic carnival, 4th of July. I think the only thing you're going missing is checkered tablecloths and lemonade and hot dogs. I'm sure those will probably be out there.
As a matter of fact, the Historical Society sponsored the Invaders game last night.
Yeah.
And that was so wonderful.
And the
weather was perfect.
Yeah, the weather cooperated. I know everyone was getting a little nervous.
And the Invaders cooperated too.
Yeah.
They really.
How did I know that they had several of the Hondo Lions
the
players
world
show
champion,
up.
the 56
I know
world champions.
I think 3 of them were expected to attend.
Yeah, and
so.
the book that's just come out as well. But,
Yes.
But that was a lot of fun, and thank you all for coming.
Matter of fact, if you want, we have an interview with Dewey talking about his book. You can go check it out, ksvptv.com. There we talked to him on the phone last week here. So, yeah, good deal. But Galacticon, please get ready.
Yes.
Need volunteers for that, for the Roswell 250. I'm sure Main Street always looking for volunteers, city as well. But Galacticon could use your help too. And then please make plans to attend. If you're you're going to be here all weekend, just go ahead and get the VIP pass. That way you can flash the badge and go in and out all weekend. But Thursday is the free preview day if you want to come there and then get your day passes for later in the weekend there.
Right.
But don't forget, everything wraps up Saturday this year because the Roswell 250.
That's right.
Sunday, if you want to come downtown for the UFO museum speakers.
Right.
But as far as the downtown vendors and all that stuff, it wraps up Saturday. We focus on American 250 and the 4th on Sunday.
That's right. At 9 o'clock every evening is the big deal.
Yes.
Drone show, parade, and fireworks.
Absolutely. So, as always, appreciate it.
Oh, no problem.
We'll see you here next time.
Okay.
And
see you next week.
Wait, it'll be and it'll probably be Sean this time because I'm literally after the show today. I'm going to Albuquerque and I'm going on a paddle boat cruise for a week here.
Oh, cool.
Up the Mississippi. So
that sounds fun.
I'm in shortitis.
My former grandmother-in-law, that was her favorite. She did a lot of cruising and stuff.
I've done big
that
cruises and this is the first time. And there's only 150 on the boat. This isn't like the Carnival Nightmares and all. This is literally, I got to be honest. I might be one of the youngest people on the boat to be honest.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that was always her favorite.
And I'm completely okay with that.
Yeah, me too.
Good deal. Well, thank you as always, and we'll see you next time.
With SRN News, I'm Rich Thomason in Washington. A change at the top in British politics. Prime Minister Keir Starmer stepping down as head of the beleaguered Labour Party. He will remain as caretaker Prime Minister until a successor has been chosen. Senior U.S. and Iranian bargainers have wrapped up a largely lengthy round of initial talks aimed at permanently ending the war. The initial mediation was rocky, but also led to agreements on some points. Oil prices have been edging lower over optimism about those U.S.-Iran talks, and gas prices are falling as the summer driving season heats up. Qatar's energy minister says at least 13 people have been killed in an explosion at a key gas export facility. Just happened a short time ago, and there's been nothing yet on a possible cause. Stocks opening a bit higher this morning on Wall Street. More details, srnnews.com.
We're now only 3 months from Apple's iPhone 18 Pro and the 18 Pro Max, launching at their usual fall event in September. The assembly line's already rolling at Foxconn's plant in Zhengzhou, the place that they call iPhone City. But that's not the big news. I'm Kim Commando for NetSuite. AI isn't the future, it's here. And for the first time ever, you can try NetSuite Next for free. If your revenues are over 7 figures, visit netsuite.com/Kim. The big news is the sticker shock coming with these new phones. Right now, the whole world is in an unprecedented memory chip shortage. AI data centers are devouring the chips, and Tim Cook admitted Apple can't eat the cost anymore. So expect the cheaper of the two, the Pro, to top $1,300. Want the Pro Max with a terabyte of storage? You'll be pushing $2,000, maybe more, if the shortage gets worse. So how badly do you want the new phone anyway? Join a million folks who get tech smart every single day with my free newsletter. Sign up at getkim.com. Every business owner I speak to is asking the same question. How do I make AI work for my business? My answer, don't wait. Your competitors are already using AI to work smarter, move faster, and make better decisions. In fact, there's a saying that every day your business is late to AI, you fall 2 days behind. NetSuite by Oracle is the #1 AI-powered cloud ERP, trusted by more than 43,000 businesses. It brings your financials, inventory, commerce, HR, and CRM together in one system. And when everything is connected in one place, AI has the information it needs to help you make smarter decisions. Instead of relying on guesswork, you're working from real-time data across your business. How do I know? We're implementing NetSuite in my own business right now, and I can already see the impact it's having on how we operate. For the first time ever, you can try NetSuite Next for free. If your revenues are at least in the 7 figures, go to netsuite.com/Kim. Built for every industry, ready for every boardroom. netsuite.com/Kim.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. Due to extreme pressure and weather conditions, it literally rains diamonds on Neptune and Uranus. Stop snickering because I said Uranus. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. 6 minutes away from 8 o'clock on this Monday morning without Mike Winters. By the way, if you missed any portion of today's program, you can always go back and check it out in its entirety over at ksvptv.com. Just click on the Mornings with Mike Winters tab. There you'll be treated to the show in its entirety. And tell your friends, tell your family they can follow along too worldwide if they want to tune in to a morning show in a small southeastern New Mexico community, or if they just want to get more in touch with alien culture. This is a great way to do it. Tell your friends, tell your family. They can follow us at ksvptv.com or, of course, on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM on our Facebook page. 5 minutes away from 8 o'clock. Let us get you up to date with the weather.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. We're on the hot side of a stationary front. We're going up to 100 to 105 on the afternoon high today. A little bit windy and lots of sunshine. Clear for the overnight hours, upper 60s and low 70s. Another hot one coming up on Tuesday. 106 to 108 and sunshine will be in the low 100s on Wednesday. Looks like we'll stay sunny. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton, and that's your latest forecast.
With the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Bill Alexander. Now that gasoline prices have dropped with the average price per gallon in the United States under $4, according to AAA, prices are still more than 34% higher than before the U.S. and Israel launched war with Iran. Experts are cautious about how much further prices can fall. Backup supplies in commercial and government stockpiles have mitigated higher prices, but those are now at critically low levels. Officials in Kansas City, Missouri are preparing to equip cameras on some public buses with facial recognition software capable of identifying passengers who appear on lists of banned riders or missing persons. Supporters and opponents alike view the effort as a major litmus test for the AI-powered software on a U.S. public transportation system. Cuba's Communist Party approved an emergency economic package featuring unprecedented free market measures aimed at opening up the struggling island's economy. For the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Bill Alexander in Washington.
Summer heat in New Mexico can affect more than just your skin. Artesia General Hospital and board-certified urologist Dr. Michael C. Speck, MD, remind you, protect your urinary health while traveling and enjoying the outdoors. Stay well hydrated to prevent kidney stones and urinary tract infections, which become more common in hot weather. Drink plenty of water, limit caffeine and alcohol, and empty your bladder regularly. Wear loose, breathable clothing and practice good hygiene during long road trips or outdoor adventures. If you're experiencing pain during urination, back pain, or blood in urine, don't wait. Seek care early. Dr. Michael C. Speck specializes in kidney stones, prostate health, men's wellness, and more. Right here in Artesia. For expert urology care close to home, trust Artesia General Hospital. Artesia General Hospital. Healthy summers start here with Dr. Michael C. Speck.
Fly smarter from Roswell with United Airlines. United connects you to the world with twice daily flights to Denver International Airport. From there, connect almost anywhere. United offers complimentary programs for all businesses, small, medium, and large, packed with perks like tier status matching, free tickets through Perks plus discounts on group travel, meetings, and everyday business trips. Learn more at united.business. Fly ROW with always free parking. United Airlines, connecting people, uniting the world.
Get a built-in look with a Whirlpool flush mount dishwasher that installs flush with the surrounding cabinets at Bush Appliance in Roswell. A third rack provides space for silverware and hard-to-fit utensils. Plus, this dishwasher meets ADA standards for acceptable design. Shop Whirlpool dishwashers today at Bush Appliance in Roswell. Who you gonna call? Bush Appliance. Stop by 111 West Country Club Road in Roswell or call 575-622-6390.
Sure, you can inspect your own roof, get out that rickety ladder, crawl around up there and try to spot the problem until... Or you can call the experts at Do Right Roofing. Do Right Roofing has quality products for any type of roof. They can even install seamless gutters. Do Right Roofing will inspect your roof and give you a free estimate fast. Keep your feet on the ground. Call Do Right Roofing today.
575-623-2273. Let Do Right do your roof right.
Find them fast in names and numbers.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. The catfish has over 27,000 taste buds. Do you think they prefer fried or blackened? Here's Mike Winters.
Hey, good morning. Closing in on 8 o'clock. Stay tuned next hour. We are scheduled to have Don Weld from the Alzheimer's Association stopping by, talking up the Alzheimer's Association, all the things they have going on, kind of where their money goes and does the most good, and also, of course, the big event coming up later on this year. We'll get into that next hour. Stay tuned. Town Hall News up next on 106.5 KEND, Roswell, New Mexico. Stay tuned.
On air and online, this is Roswell's home for talk radio, KEND Roswell.
Breaking news this hour from Town Hall. I'm Rich Thomason. A change at the top in British politics once again. A big but not surprising announcement this morning from Prime Minister Keir Starmer.
Every decision I've taken has been about putting the country I love first. That is why I will resign as leader of the Labour Party. I have spoken to His Majesty the King this morning to inform him of my decision.
Starmer says he'll be staying on as caretaker prime minister until a new leader has been chosen. Starmer and his party are wildly unpopular in public opinion polls. Britain now is on its way to having its 7th prime minister in about 10 years. Senior U.S. and Iranian negotiators have wrapped up a lengthy round of initial talks aimed at permanently ending the war. The initial mediation was rocky, but also led to some agreements.
These are the first talks to be held under the terms of the Memorandum of Understanding agreed last week between the US and Iran. Tehran has pledged not to procure or develop nuclear weapons, but Iran's nuclear program is a long-running and complicated source of geopolitical tension. And the two sides have given themselves an initial 60 days to get a final deal, when the last nuclear agreement, which Donald Trump ditched, took the best part of 2 years to negotiate.
And that is the BBC's Jessica Parker. Oil prices edging lower over optimism about those talks, and gas prices falling as the summer driving season heats up. This morning's AAA national average for regular, $3.92 a gallon. That's down a penny from yesterday, more than 60 cents lower than a month ago. Former Fed Chairman Alan Greenspan has died. He was 100 years old. On Wall Street, the Dow is up 273 points. The Nasdaq ahead 29. The S&P is up 27 points. More on these stories, townhall.com.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
In a high school in the central Philippines, killing 3 fellow students, wounding 7 others. Police say the suspects, ages 14 and 15, were armed with pistols, and they are under arrest. Police say the suspects complained of being bullied at the school. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. ordering a thorough investigation. He's also asking police to boost security in both schools and in public areas. School shootings are relatively rare in the Philippines. France is enduring another punishing heat wave, temperatures soaring above 104 degrees. The National Weather Service says that most of the country is experiencing a plateau of unrelenting heat that may not ease until Friday at the earliest. Without widespread air conditioning, people and businesses are struggling to cope. Hundreds of schools have been closed today, and authorities have cracked down on public alcohol consumption. News and analysis, townhall.com. Thousands of Czech citizens are definitely not on the same wavelength as their government when it comes to overhauling the funding of public broadcasters.
The plan was approved last week and proposes financing public radio and TV from the state budget instead of fees from individuals and businesses. Critics warn this could threaten media independence. Protesters gathered in front of the Czech Public Television building Sunday, and more action is slated later. The government plan would reduce media funding by about 15% without future guarantees. Jason Walker reporting.
Toy Story still has a friend in moviegoers. The 5th installment of the Pixar series debuted with $160 million in domestic ticket sales, and that easily set a new record for the franchise. It also notches the biggest opening weekend of the year to date. More on these stories, townhall.com.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man in this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. I leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The travel listen, what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning. 6 minutes after 8 o'clock Welcome to hour number 2. The Deuce of the Morning without Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. Happy Monday morning. Welcome back to the work week, back to the grind. If you had yourself a nice 3-day weekend, hopefully you got to enjoy it. Father's Day being yesterday. Hopefully all the dads out there had a good Father's Day Sunday. I took my kids are with their mom for this weekend and this week, but this current week. But I did go and pick them up yesterday, and we managed to go out and find a little spot out there at the college pool. That really has become my favorite spot to just cool down. And yesterday, with temps being 107, 108 degrees, is actually like perfect swim weather, because there's usually those times when like you're in the water and it's nice, then the second you get out of the water it's a little cold or a little bit of wind hits you. It's just the coldest thing ever. So it was perfect yesterday. It was like 106, 107 degrees, perfect swimming weather. Although I did learn a valuable lesson yesterday, and that valuable lesson is I need to invest in a pair of flip-flops, because I've been rocking the regular tennis shoes. Haven't upgraded to my summer shoes just yet. And it seemed like a lot of effort to go over to the table to put my socks and shoes back on, to walk my son towards, where the bathroom area was. So I decided to walk on the, concrete on a 106 to 107 degree day. I'm pretty sure I suffered maybe second degree burns on the bottom of my feet. I did find the black pad that I assumed would at least give me some relief from the concrete. I was wrong. It was actually hotter on those black pads than it was on the concrete itself. Luckily, I did find a patch of grass, and I stood there like a friggin' idiot while my son went to the bathroom. And then literally, he was done, and he walked past me back to the pool, like in his flip-flops and stuff. But I was like, didn't even stop to check on Dad and see if Dad's all right. Yeah, Dad'll make it. I was standing there on this patch of grass, and I had to make a decision. There's the step entrance that's about 20 feet this way. About 10 feet this way is an entrance with a ladder. So I can't walk in that entrance, but that entrance is a lot further away. So I opted for the ladder. That was mistake number 2, because, of course, on a 107 degree day, the handles for the pool ladder, which are shiny stainless steel or whatever kind of metal they're made of, were about 198 degrees Celsius. And I proceeded to burn the inside webbing of my hand between my thumb and forefinger on this hand, so just trying to get into the water. So it was an unpleasant experience outside of the pool water, but once you got into the pool, it was nice. If you are looking for an escape from the crowds, because I know people tend to gather at the aquatic center, there tends to be a wait time. You can usually find an opening down the college pool. I always hesitate to bring that up because I feel like I'm giving away a trade secret or something, because it's our little spot and I don't want people to invade it. But that being said, it is always open to you. But happy post Father's Day. Hopefully your Father's Day went well. It's in my car. I didn't go down and grab it this last hour. I do have my Father's Day present from my kids and my kids' mom in the car. I'll have to go down at some point and grab it and bring it up and show you. It's incredibly appropriate for who their father is, but it's also like, you could have just got me a mug. I know they got it for me as a rib. It was a joke, but it, I don't know, it hit a little close to home. And maybe that's on me. Maybe, pardon the pun. You'll understand what I'm talking about coming up, hopefully within the next hour, so I can run down and grab that for you so you can take a look and we can peruse the thing. Because I haven't actually even opened it yet. It's still wrapped in plastic. It's fantastic. But I'll do that hopefully within the next hour or so, assuming that I have some time. Because again, we do have another full hour for you of today's program. Let me give you the rundown for this hour of the program. Coming up here in just a few minutes, we're going to get you up to date with the weather. Then around 8:15 or so, we have scheduled Don Weld with the Alzheimer's Association today, scheduled to wear his Alzheimer's Association hat. Is Don in the building yet, Jocelyn? No? Dang it. Okay. So hopefully Don will show up. It is Alzheimer's Association Day, so hopefully he'll show up. If not, we'll figure something out to get planned for you, and that'll give me a chance to actually run down to my car and get the thing I was hoping to show you guys for next hour. But that being said, we do have something coming up for you here in the next few minutes of today's show. So just stay tuned. We're making it through. I'm starting to think it's me. It's like, well, they know Mike's going to be out of town for the week. They're like, we don't have to show up. Just because the principal's on vacation doesn't mean the vice principal doesn't still want to do his job. I'm just saying, y'all could come by and see a guy. But anyways, I digress. 12 minutes after 8 o'clock. Hey, real quick, I wanted to put this on your radar as we are gearing up for UFO Festival season, as we're gearing up for Galacticon season. Tourism season is underway, and I don't know if you guys know about this, but did you know that you don't need to buy an entire pizza to experience the best pizza in Roswell? That's right, because Dion's Pizza in Roswell offers pizza by the slice. That's right, you can score yourself some of the out-of-this-world best pizza in the state and save yourself some dough. Just pay for a slice, and you can add a salad and a drink for a convenient lunch, or just, something to tide you over until dinner. They also offer individual sides. They got all kinds of great sandwiches and all sorts of good stuff. And right now, brisket's back on the menu. So if you haven't enjoyed the brisket on a pizza or in their sandwiches, it is there. It is delightful. So try Dion's right there at the corner of Wildy and South Main in Roswell. For all you folks visiting from out of town for the UFO Festival, for Galacticon, for all of the get-togethers for Roswell Freedom 250, if you're looking for the best pizza in Roswell, spoiler alert, it's waiting for you at Dion's Pizza, Salad, and Subs. South Main, Wildy, right here in Roswell. 14 minutes after 8 o'clock, let us get you up to date with the weather.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. We're on the hot side of a stationary front. We're going up to 100 to 105 on the afternoon high today. A little bit windy and lots of sunshine. Clear for the overnight hours, upper 60s and low 70s. Another hot one coming up on Tuesday. 106 to 108 and sunshine will be in the low 100s on Wednesday. Looks like we'll stay sunny. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton, and that's your latest forecast.
Thank you, Steve. Currently, let me get this refreshed here. The sun, by the way, came back out, so the clouds, well, there was a valiant effort there, but they ended up getting swept out. But they're calling mostly cloudy and breezy. 71 for the current high right now. Currently in around Roswell Way, 71 degrees. 66% humidity, wind speeds out of the north, currently about 23 miles an hour. Gusts up to 32. It's wildly specific. The barometer at 30.05 inches with a dew point of 59 degrees. As mentioned, the sunny, hot conditions continue. The color on my National Weather Service sky, it's orange. So that constitutes hot. It doesn't go blue until, what is that, Thursday? Let's see, Monday, Tuesday. Yeah, Thursday. So we'll get there. But for right now, sunny skies, hot, high around 99 degrees. Winds out of the north 15 to 20 miles an hour, becoming northeast 10 to 15 in the afternoon. Gusts could get as high as 30 miles an hour. For tonight, mostly clear, a low of around 69 degrees. Winds out of the east 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming south after midnight. For your Tuesday, sunny, hot, 106 for the high. Winds out of the southeast 5 to 10, partly cloudy, 72 for the overnight low on Tuesday night. For Wednesday, sunny skies once again. It's going to be a hot one, 102 for the high once again. Winds out of the south 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming north in the morning. 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Hopefully will cool us down just a little bit for your Wednesday night. Partly cloudy, 71 for the overnight low. It's not looking promising because we still have a high of 102 for your Thursday with a 20% chance of rain and mostly sunny skies. That's never good news. Thursday night, that 20% chance of rain continues before midnight. Mostly cloudy, getting down to 70 degrees. Friday, mostly sunny, back up to 104. 106 for the high on Saturday. 107 for the high on Sunday. Yeah, It's a hot one, folks. Like the great Rob Thomas said, like 7 inches from the midday sun. Just, plan accordingly. Do something about it. Take the sunscreen with you. I have it's actually in my backpack in my car right now. I have a can of, or the spray can. Is that can still? Yeah, it's a spray bottle of SPF 100 sunscreen. Because I don't mess around when it comes to, the whole melanoma thing. I've been through it. It ain't fun. Sunscreen up. Hydrate up. Also, keep yourselves plenty hydrated. Don't forget electrolytes matter. Get those, the salts in, your potassium, your magnesium. It's all super vital. 17 minutes after 8 o'clock. Let us pay a couple of these bills. And then after these, we're going to, I'm assuming Don maybe forgot about the interview once again. So we're going to replay the interview that Mike had with Dr. Sarah Usher and Miss Medea from Carabelli Dental here in Roswell. They had a fantastic little conversation last week, and we'll replay that interview for you coming up here in just a few minutes on this Monday morning. 17 minutes after 8 o'clock. Stay tuned. That's after these on A Morning Without Mike Winters. We'll be back. When you or a loved one need medical transport, Trans-Aero answers the call. Trans-Aero Medevac operates 3 rotorcraft bases and 1 fixed-wing base in southeastern New Mexico, allowing them to respond quickly to emergencies across diverse terrains. Their fleet extends coverage deep into New Mexico and West Texas, including Artesia, Carlsbad, Roswell, Ruidoso, Midland, Lubbock, and the surrounding areas, ready to answer the call when every second counts. Trans-Aero Medevac, proudly serving southeastern New Mexico and West Texas. Flown for free, thanks to the partnership from the City of Artesia and Trans-Aero Medevac. Life support by air. The Crib is back. Rib Crib on North Main in Roswell is back to doing what they do best, smoking the good stuff. Come celebrate the grand reopening with all your faves. Hickory smoked St. Louis ribs, tender pulled pork, stacked sandwiches, loaded sides, and so much more. Fresh off the smoker and ready for you. Whether dine in, carry out, or letting the Crib cater your summer event, the flavor you've been craving to savor is back. Rib Crib on North Main in Roswell. Back home and doing what they do best, smoking the good stuff since 1992. Oink.
Rio Pecos Medical Associates proudly welcomes Dr. David Fuccinari, OBGYN. With advanced training in minimally invasive techniques, Dr. Fuccinari is the first in our community to offer robotic surgery for women experiencing heavy or painful periods, pelvic pain, uterine fibroids, and more. Dr. Trevor Miller, Family Practice and Obstetrics, provides prenatal and OB care along with comprehensive primary care for the whole family, including wellness exams, acute visits, chronic disease management, skin procedures, and joint injections. Rio Pecos has expanded care once again by adding pediatrics. We welcome Kim Hansen and Rihanna Shaw, both experienced pediatric nurse practitioners who share a commitment to compassionate, patient-centered care and who have earned the trust of our community over the years. Book your appointment for OBGYN, family practice, or pediatric care online at riopecosmed.com or call 575-622-6322. Rio Pecos Medical Associates, advancing health and wellness for every generation.
Do you have missing teeth or would like them replaced? If you think dental implants are not affordable, think again. At Maupin & Brown Dentistry, their goal has always been to provide the highest quality dentistry in a state-of-the-art office at a reasonable price. They routinely treat patients that have traveled out of town for a consultation but cannot afford the treatment quoted. Now, if this sounds like your story, come in today. As one of New Mexico's largest users of the world-class Nobel brand implants, they're able to purchase in volume and pass the savings on to you.
So, if you're missing a tooth or have loose dentures, call today for a free evaluation, which includes a free 3D x-ray. You'll be given treatment options with an honest evaluation with no hard sell or arm twisting. But don't take our word for it. Just ask one of the thousands of patients they've treated. Maupin & Brown Dentistry, your choice for experienced, affordable, state-of-the-art dentistry. Call 627-0141 or visit maupinbrown.com.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. Men are 6 times more likely to be struck by lightning than women. That's because men are 6 times more likely to wear a tinfoil hat in a thunderstorm. Here's Mike Winters.
Joining us in the studio this morning from Carabelli Dental, Dr. Sarah Usher back with us, and Maria Armendariz as well. Did I...
You got it.
Oh, good. I was like, I'm going to butcher this right now.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you guys doing?
We're doing really good. Thanks, Mike. How are you?
Good. Keon playing hooky today.
Yeah, you know, that summer fun. Couldn't get away.
Yeah.
Can't get enough of it.
He's busy. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. We could say so many things without him here. This is like,
That's true,
oh,
hey?
man. He just gave me permission.
There you
him
go.
not being here is not a good thing for him.
Where do we begin?
Yeah.
He said, I'm too big for radio.
Yeah, exactly. I hope you're listening, Keon.
No, he's good. I think he's being a dad this morning.
Exactly. Yeah. He's having fun with the kids. You know, the thing is like the school year finishes so fast.
It does.
We were just talking about this, how quick things finish.
And then
now,
it'll start right back up again.
Exactly.
I feel like it's like July again or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
well,
like
summer hit, and it's like, what do we do with the kids now? Like, you know? So.
Yeah. And then everybody goes on vacation, and
Yes.
so you're going to have these things that just all of a sudden people disappear for a week or two.
Exactly. You're like, where's that neighbor? Where did they move? Oh,
Right.
no, there's on vacation.
They'll be back in a week.
Yeah,
or two.
exactly.
But I'm just curious how things been at Carabelli Dental. Of course, for folks who know Carabelli, you guys have been really growing and just getting, since you. How many years now has Carabelli been around?
Gosh, I think we've been down there since 2018.
Okay, I was like, has it been 10 years yet? I was like, I knew it was getting there, but I didn't think it was quite 10 years. Yeah,
it's coming close. But yeah, we've been rocking and rolling.
Sure.
We've been hanging out with a lot of wonderful patients.
Yeah, just growing and just getting more, adding more
treatment
procedures,
options.
technique, things you can do. Obviously. Major upgrades and renovate. That's not even the same building that you all walk in. I mean, we had a flood and things.
Yeah.
That kind you guys. We gotta
do some things
that
differently.
Forced some of that to happen, but as far as but. Hindsight 2020. Now you got like state of the art, ventilation systems and equipment, and so it was a blessing in disguise. At the time it didn't feel like it, but today it does.
At all. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, at the time that was pretty stressful. I think we were all going through a lot during that time. But
Sure.
But like you said, on the other side of the hill, everything's nice. So we really appreciated what we could do with the community, rebuilding the office, and now to be where we're at today is just honestly a real blessing. We always think of it like that. But yeah, we do. We're growing. We're actually we have a new provider who's going to be with us. Her name
growing
is
and expanding.
Yes, Dr. Kimia will be the newest doctor with us.
You got
dentist.
the most easy to say name of out of the doctor between Keon and Kimia. Sarah, I want the one I can pronounce.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Can I pick that one, Sarah? I know that name. Yeah,
that one's eeasy.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, they're probably all nailing names, and they get to Sarah like Saha. What is it? Saha.
Exactly. They're trying real hard to not mess it up, and then they mess it up. Yeah.
The H is silent.
That's right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm the one left out. Yeah, I have the most boring name.
That's
actually.
right. It's like yours, like you can buy on a coffee cup at a gift shop.
Oh my God, yeah. I have no problem at Starbucks, or finding my name at the, client's corners,
That's
like,
right, yeah.
like the
You need the
keychain.
gift tin,
Oh,
the
there's always
keychain.
a Sarah. Yeah.
That's actually been a rule of thumb. Like, I don't have kids, but when I was a kid, I was like, if I can't buy the name in a gift shop on a coffee mug, I'm not saddling a kid with that name.
No.
Yeah.
Well, give my mom that advice.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it works out because you really don't want your name on a coffee mug. No one does. And so, and how many times do you get more when they finish butchering your name?
Exactly.
Oh, what a beautiful name!
Well,
after I spell it.
Well, I feel sorry for the kids when they start kindergarten and everyone's trying to be creative and have a new name or a different way to spell the name, and the kids are like, like Mireya, M-I-R, is it a Y?
Right.
Is it an E?
Like, is that a niner in there? What is that?
Exactly, yeah.
Where does the D go?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So if Mireya can't spell names when you come into the office, we know why.
Oh,
There you go.
You know why. Kindergarten teacher.
These vowels don't make sense.
No.
But aside from adding staff here, like I said, we got. So if you guys are obviously with. Some things going, and if you're looking for a new dental provider, Carabelli Dental, like I said, we're getting another provider coming in, which means we're accepting new patients. We've got, and even still, we've got room with Dr. Sarah and Dr. Keon here as well too. So
yeah, we that's one thing that I wanted Mireya to chat about. But what do you think about new patient appointments? Tell us about it.
So it's pretty easy,
Mhm.
very seamless. Give us a call. We'll get you scheduled.
Yeah, it's just call and say, hey, I
That's
need
it.
to see, and it'd be like, this is your
Yep.
first time with us? Yes, it is. When you get there, you'll probably have to fill out some paperwork and
Yep,
things for first
come on
time.
in. We usually
client.
try to have that everything ready for you. That way, when you come in for the appointment,
You're just in and out.
quick and easy.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know.
Yeah,
Your
in the
doctor.
world of online now, most of that you can get done through a phone app or
It works out well for people. You know, they
Yeah.
can just do it at home or,
Yeah.
you know, before the appointment. The other thing that's really cool that we've noticed and a lot of patients have been really happy with is when they come in for their exam, right? The full exam, they get the x-rays, we take a look at everything, but we do the cleaning the same day, which
Yeah.
is, from what we understand, a little different for some people.
Is it? See, I've always had it that way with you
Yes.
guys, and even before,
Yeah.
and you know they always did it that way. So I just thought that's how you did it.
Exactly.
But that's not how you do it.
I don't know. That's how we do it. That's how we do it.
Not, though.
Yeah.
I had a friend who recently went to go see a dentist, and she said, "Oh, they brought me in for X-rays." And I was like, okay. And then did you get your cleaning afterwards? She's like, no, they scheduled me like 3 weeks out for my cleaning.
Interesting. No, we did it all. I've always done it that
and I
way.
think that's important because it really gives us a good understanding, a good baseline for the patient. Patient now, you know, leaves, you know, I feel like that's kind of one of the reasons why you come, right?
Sure.
Like to get the cleaning done, to kind of understand kind of where I'm at. Do I have a cavity? Do I need something?
Sure. And a lot of
But-
people are taking time off to go do
Yes.
this, and so they don't want to have to do it 3-4
Yeah,
times. If I
exactly.
can knock it all out in an hour one
Let's
time,
do it. Do it.
as coming back
Exactly.
for, because what's X-rays really take? 20 minutes max?
Shorter.
You know,
Yeah.
You guys are longer.
Exactly.
You take 57. I'm just kidding. But
It
no, they
depends
can
how
take
many.
a lot of
It
pictures.
depends how many questions. It depends how many questions I ask when I'm like messing around in your mouth.
Right.
You know, like I'm trying to like have a conversation and
Yeah.
like I'm in your mouth and you're just like, how am I supposed to answer you?
Oh,
Like,
yeah, Keon's notorious for hitting me up with that.
yes,
Like, I don't know how
yes.
many times the dental hygienist is doing her thing,
Yes.
and then Keon just, so how's your day going? I'm like, good,
Great.
good.
Am I supposed to answer yeah. So you know, Dr. Keon's appointments last a little longer.
That is funny. And I'm like,
an hour and a half.
and I'm like, I don't want to be rude, but I don't want to bite the lady's finger. How do I answer that?
Yeah, stop asking me questions. You know, we have a hygienist and she's phenomenal. Her name is Erin, and she can have a conversation with someone, get all the information, get all the responses, and by the end of the appointment, they're just like on a whole nother level.
Nice.
And she did the cleaning the whole time, and I'm just like, how does she do this?
Right.
Like, you know, like she's amazing.
Right.
Like I
Well, I guess if the teeth thing don't work out, she can have a psychiatry
It's
career
true.
or something.
I think she solves more than just teeth problems in that
It's
room.
like,
Honestly.
it's like she needs that Lucy, the peanut chart, you know,
Yes.
psychology 5 cents and
Yeah,
dentistry.
Exactly. Yeah.
You're getting a 2-for-1 deal with her.
Perfectly.
Your
Yeah,
teeth.
And who knows? You might have a lunch buddy later on. You know, you work your cards right. So.
Yeah, you never know.
But all joke aside, you know, that's, to be honest, this is something that you guys have strived since day one at Carabelli Dental is, look, first thing first is we want to make a dental experience a pleasant experience. We all know that you hear the word dentist, it's a 4-letter word, and everyone's scared and runs and don't want nothing to do with it, and they neglect dental work because they're scared of the, you know, they build it up into their head like it's a bunch of Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde's looking at, come in with the saws. None of that's going on, you know, that's what everyone works it up to.
Yeah, we'll put you to, you know, we'll do some sedation, we'll get you relaxed before that even happens, you know? You don't have to worry about it, yeah.
So please, you know, come in. That's the first thing they do is want to make it comfortable for you. So, because guess what? You're not the only person that doesn't like people in their mouth messing with them. It's pretty common.
And there's always someone who's had some type of, like you said, trauma or, hey, like I had this situation at the dentist or that situation, you know, and to really have patients have a better experience is what we're here for, you know, and I think doing that with the sedation dentistry and, you know, getting their cleanings done when the first visit they walk in, I think those are things that people appreciate. And, and we really see the difference in the treatment for the patient. So
and
it's
the
nice.
importance of your dental and oral health is, I mean, yes, we've talked about this enough, you know, it's, I don't understand why we treat it so separate from, you know,
the
like
body?
our eyes,
Yeah.
our teeth.
Exactly.
You know, it's like, dude, we should give them the same treatment as you would your doctors, you know. And so we're now figuring out, oh, wait a minute, all this dental stuff's connected to heart issues and other issues and everything else. So for your overall health and wellness,
it's important
that you know, visiting the dentist every 6 months, doing those checkups, doing those cleanings, just doing the maintenance, is so important. And that's, you know, setting it up really easy through Carabelli. You do it, they remind you, and then you go. And to be honest, if you do that regularly, then
There's
not so.
There's not so much anxiety wrapped around it. And I commend the team so much too. We have Mireya here with us, but I mean the team is just ready for our patients. They have the knowledge. Actually, Mireya and some of our team just went to training out in Nashville, actually. And I don't know if you wanted to bring anything up about that, but I mean, it brought so much more back to the office, right?
So we had the opportunity to go to Nashville, and the training was focused on surgery.
Okay.
So we like to keep calibrated, right? With everything that we're doing, we like to fine-tune our protocols and processes for surgery.
Sure.
It was a great opportunity, though, to see how other offices in larger cities handle this. I was super excited because I'm like, oh, we're going to learn something different. We're going to see different stuff. And come to find out.
You were teaching the class?
They were asking her questions.
Right? No, we do that too. Oh, yeah, we do that. Oh, we've been doing that for a while.
Wow.
Or, oh, you don't do that? Yeah,
so
we
it turns out you were hoping to network and learn stuff, and it turned out you ended up being more of a giver than a receiver on some of this stuff. Yeah.
But it just confirmed our process, right? Like, we're going to the best in Nashville, and come to find out we're already doing stuff.
And I know that's something that you and Dr. Keon, when you started, Carabelli Dental at the beginning here, you guys all, I mean, yes, first and foremost, making sure customers are happy and taken care of and do it. But at the same time, you're like, no, I want the best of the best.
Yes.
I want to get, with the latest technologies, whether it comes to dental implants or cavities or sleep apnea. We want to be able to
provide the best to the
stuff.
community. Yeah. I mean, small town, sometimes you get this idea of, oh, small town, maybe it's not here for me. Maybe I got to seek it somewhere else.
Right.
And really in our
you're not wrong in a lot of things, but when it comes to dental,
To dental, it's different. But we're bringing all those big concepts to the community, right? So when we do the smiles in a day, right? Dr. Keon, places implants, gets a whole new set of teeth for people who at one point thought they had no hope, And so all that stuff is done in the office. And like Mireya was saying, calibrating with the team, like, when you walk into an office and everyone's on the same page and we all educate the same way, right? So it feels good when you walk in and, Adriana at the front tells you something, and then, Clarissa in the back tells you the same thing, and then you come talk to Mireya and it's like, oh my gosh, everyone is on the same page. So they feel confident, like patients are happy. So it makes us happy to know that we can provide those things for people, and we have so much fun with patients. Like, we have so many good relationships with patients, and, it's more than teeth, it's the relationships, and we appreciate that so much. And Dr. Keon, I think, is the best at the relationship.
Well, and this is where you can get, where you guys want the latest and the greatest and the state-of-the-art technologies and the technologies and procedures, but you really, at the end of the day, want the Andy Griffith Mayberry experience, where you come in like Floyd the Barber and sit down, hey, how you doing? Go on, you know what I mean? The only thing we're missing is Otis letting himself into the jail here, you know what I mean?
Except it's Otis letting himself into Mireya's office. I turn around and I'm like, how long is this? Are you guys, like, this patient's been here for like 2 hours? You guys are just like hanging out? And she's like, oh, it's fine,
So I think you really have achieved that best of both worlds. It's like, when it comes to the work we're doing, it's the best, the state of the art, the whatever it is, it's cutting edge. But when it comes to how we treat people, it's old fashioned.
Absolutely.
Family values, how you doing? Come on down. Let's talk about your day. It's the human side of
it. We our staff, we thrive on the thought of, hey, we treat everyone as if it was our own family in the chair. So and we all work like that. I mean, together we just, it's fun. It's a lot of fun.
Well, and I imagine, and this is, you and Dr. Keon probably figured this secret out, and this is why you have
Mireya.
Like Mireya who worked for you this long and things. Is people stay at a place they're happy as employee, and so you have even some of your dental hygienists, you're like, been there since the beginning, some of them and things, and that's probably a more transient type job. They kind of, they go wherever, because they can go everywhere and do it. So life happens, and so. But a lot of yours are like, no, they've been here, since from the beginning, or been here almost since the beginning.
Yes, you're talking about how long have we, been working at the office, and we literally have people from day one who are with us, and. We were talking about this a little bit. Things change. Office changes. You have to things ebb and flow. But in the long run, our goal is to be here for the patients and to do our best for the community. And I think we are doing that.
Yeah. So please, if it's been a minute, or if you're looking for a new provider, please, Carabelli Dental has got that can work in. We'll get you in the schedule, accept the new patients. When is our new provider expected to kind of settle in?
Dr. Kimia will be here in July, just a couple of weeks.
Okay, so we're about a month out from him.
Exactly.
Him or her?
Her.
Okay.
Dr. Kimia. Yeah, Kimia is her first name.
I was like, let me ask. I don't know. That's a gender-neutral name. I don't know what that. At least in my head it is. I don't know.
Yeah, her last name has about 15 letters in it, so that's why we're going with Dr. Kimia.
Okay.
I don't think I can pronounce her last name.
Yeah, exactly. She's a sweetheart. She's
so
so
it's
nice.
Dr. K or something like that.
Well, no, because then we have Dr. Keon too, so sometimes he's Dr. K.
Yeah, that's K. Oh, that's confusing.
So, yeah.
Maybe he needs to be Dr. A.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Dr. A. I think
because his last name is not Keon.
Yeah. Agar, we can't go. We've never been able to go with that.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah.
But Dr. A has this cool.
Yeah, he could be Dr. A. She could be Dr.
That would look
K.
good on a T-shirt. That's all I'll say. Dr. A's dental camp or something. You know what I mean? It looks good.
Don't give him any ideas. Yeah, don't give him any ideas. He has enough. Did I tell you that he wanted? So when we were trying to name the office, my idea was Care Belly Dental. Do you remember what his was?
It was I can't remember.
Toothtown.
That's right. I'm gonna take you to Toothtown. I knew it was something ridiculous.
Keon, I said that's like sounds like you have all their teeth in your back office. Like
someone was watching Anchorman over the weekend when that came out because there's a scene in there where take me to
it's ridiculous.
Something town. He goes, we're going there. I can't remember what it was, but Toothtown.
Yeah, he was like, he was so proud of himself. He's like, Sarah, what about this? I'm like excited, and he's like, I'm like, Toothtown? I was like, absolutely not. Like,
although you can market that pretty good. The marketing would be next level.
Yeah, you know, I can't imagine the marketing on that.
I mean, like it could be so bad it's good kind of thing. It's kind of like those memorable
He would have had
ones.
fun with it.
Yeah. Down to Toothtown. Like it can feel like a whole, like you went to the wrong side of town and lost your teeth, and now you go to Toothtown. I mean, there's a whole thing, you know?
This must have been what he was thinking because he was very serious about this proposal. I was like, no.
Well, thank God calmer heads prevailed there.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
Sarah won with Carabelli as opposed to Toothtown.
Yeah, I feel proud about that.
It fits us better. Carabelli fits us better.
Now I'm just wondering, like, would it all be like it was called Toothtown?
Oh my gosh, yeah. Let your imagination run.
Dressed in teeth.
Yeah, we could have teeth. We could have all been dressed up in like teeth.
Yeah.
Tooth costumes.
Yeah.
Welcome to Toothtown.
Exactly. Yeah.
These are the people in your tooth neighborhood.
Every morning, you know, like every morning,
a jingle.
Every morning we put on our tooth costumes, you know, and we open the door. And we're like, Mrs. Jones, like what are the? Where did I come?
I like it. You know what? Wouldn't be bad.
Yeah.
Of course, they might the uniforms might be a little cumbersome from doing dental work. It's like I get this cavity, but this big tooth thing is just in the way. I have no arms.
Can you imagine how hot that would be in the summer right now?
Yeah.
Oh, this weather has been intense.
The AC works good in the building. Just have to strip down when you leave.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, hang up your tooth before you walk out.
Well, the tooth's real wide. We can't get out the door, so we have to physically leave them here because it won't go out the door.
Yeah, gotta leave the molars behind.
They'll stay.
Yeah.
But all joking aside, and don't forget, here's something else we want to remind you. You know, yes. Anything that comes to teeth, you guys got them covered. But if you're having sleep apnea and things like that, Botox. There's treatments that you guys use with Botox that help with this.
Botox, yes, has been really cool. So traditionally, it's been more of like a muscle relaxant for like wrinkles and stuff, depressions on the face. But we have been having such wonderful feedback from our patients about grinding, clenching, headaches. We use it in a way so that we can relax the muscles so that people stop grinding. They don't have to use their night guards anymore, and they're just like they're over the hills about this because it's it's pain free. It's a wonderful like quality of life situation. They just love it.
And if I remember right, Botox was originally designed to treat migraines or something, wasn't it? And they kind of found out, it's good for skin and all that other stuff.
All this other stuff,
yeah.
But it's so fantastic, and to be able to help people get out of pain is phenomenal, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking about. How can we bring these big city things to Roswell? How can we bring these big ideas to Roswell? And this was one thing that I think that's just been like amazing for our patients.
Absolutely.
We talk about how Dr. Kian does these new smiles in a day and all that stuff. Some of the times, you know, you want to be able to relax the muscles or else teeth break, right? Or people who have natural teeth, the clenching and the grinding can break natural teeth. So if
we're
we
all
can,
stressed out more, so there's probably a lot more grinding than normal.
My gosh.
You know, at least to feel like in my world.
Yes, and throughout the day. So many of my patients are like, "Oh, it's not just at night. Like I do this all day long."
Yeah.
Like they say, "Hey, I'm doing work or whatever," and I realize I'm like clenching my teeth down, and so many people have gotten relief from you know, Botox or a toxin, just relaxing muscles. It's so easy. It's
I feel
just
like we're
fantastic.
still learning all kinds of different treatments.
And
for
it's
that.
so nice.
Yes.
So, but even from an aesthetic stance
Oh,
too,
yeah.
like we do all that stuff for wrinkles and all that jazz. It's just so fantastic.
Sure, but there's actual, you know, medical relief that's going on along with the aesthetic side of things here.
So many muscles that we can help.
And let's face it, you know, the functionality of most of what you're doing with the teeth and stuff, it's that 50-50, the functionality thing, but it's also an appearance thing. We've talked about this 100 times. Yeah, if you're missing teeth and all that, there's the embarrassment factor, the confidence issue, and so yes, we're fixing the health side, but it is that psychological side too. People once people leave, they got more confidence, they're happier, they are more. That more pride in themselves.
Yes.
And they're just, you see people carry themselves
Confidence
different.
makes a difference. And
Yeah.
I think Medea sees that a lot when people are chatting with her in the office, because you deal a lot, Medea, with like implants with Dr. Agar. Tell us, like, what do you notice in that, like, befores and afters in people who need help with teeth?
So a lot of the times when we see people like this, their attitude changes. Attitude towards life. They come in sometimes and they're a little grumpy or they're shy or, you know, they feel very insecure. But once we complete the treatment, it's like a whole new, like I'm experiencing a whole new person.
It's true.
Seriously.
I get it though. I know what you're saying.
Yes. We have a patient who would like come in and, you know, he was very nice, very nice.
Sure.
Now he comes into the office singing, he leaves the office singing, and I'm like,
He would be a
so
little snappy
happy.
at first, kind of like, you know,
Sure.
just like on edge.
Little punchy.
And now he is like, you just, like he sings.
Yeah.
Like,
Hugging everyone.
Sure.
And I'm like, oh, who are
and
you?
so you're right, like the confidence of teeth, like, you know,
It
changes.
boosts everything.
Trust me, if you've been apprehensive or just like, and or even financially thinking this is a thing, come on down. Let's
help
at the
you.
very minimum talk. Let's see where we're going. They will put your mind at ease on any issues or questions you have, and at the end of the day, you got to take care of yourself. You got to, especially parents and things where you take your kids to the dentist, you do all this, and then you need to remember find time for yourself.
Exactly.
You can't keep taking care of your family if you don't take care of yourself.
Yes, and
so take
you
care
know,
of
and
yourself.
sometimes you don't want to make that call because you're like, I don't know who's going to answer the phone call. I don't know if they really know what I'm going through. Ask for Medea because she's the one who really understands the in-depth stuff, you know, and she really, the whole team does. But when it's something to,
she's good at breaking it down for us common folk and kind of,
Sometimes.
kind of
come in.
But you know, sometimes you know you need a lot of work and you're just even kind of a little embarrassed.
Sure.
Like, you know, ask for
I
Medea.
can't believe I let it get to this kind of thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, I understand
you know,
that.
instead
Yeah.
of coming in and, you know, maybe you want to give us the backstory first. You know, you want to let us know what's going on with whatever's you have pain or you need this implant or I lost this tooth or, you know, this is what I need. You know, maybe you just don't know what you need and you're just like, it's something. I don't know about this teeth stuff.
Well, at the bare minimum, come in. Let's get a cleaning, a checkup. Let's see where you're at. You may be perfectly good to go, and we just keep going. But if not, you know, the science of dentistry and everything else, and like I said, this is connected to the heart. Like by the way, when you go there, there's going to be X-rays. You're going to get your blood pressure. You're like, wait a minute, this is not. This is just like a doctor's office. This is what dentistry is now.
Yes.
And so. Because they want to make sure it's all part of your whole health, and they're learning now. Oh, dental and heart are going hand to hand in many procedures, and they're finding out if you don't do the dental thing here, you can affect the heart. Or if you don't do the heart thing, you affect the teeth.
And we coordinate with the specialty offices in town, with the physicians in town, because we're all colleagues, right?
Yeah.
So if we're going to do something for a patient, we want to make sure that we're all on board. So, yeah, if there's other physicians involved or you have specialty doctors involved, like we work with those people. We'll talk to them. We'll call them. We'll send correspondence back and forth because
like the sleep apnea stuff, work partner right with that. If
with
you've got your own doctor that's kind of want to do, but I get it. You're like, I don't want the CPAP machines and all that.
We do those small oral plans.
Yeah, there's other options for them too.
Exactly.
Out there. And so please research it. If you go to the Carabelli Dental's website, if you're kind of want to sit down and read and spend some time, you can. It's just carabellidental.com.
Yeah,
it's
very easy.
Yeah, very easy. And of course, you can always call or come by the office. Or,
Yes.
If you pick up the phone, who are they going to talk to first? Would be
One of the front desk.
one of the front desk.
Yeah.
I know if they kind of
They're
went right to you.
fantastic.
They're amazing too. Just ask.
They'll direct you where you need to go and get
Yeah.
and you can settle down, get an appointment, come in and talk, and we'll see what we can do here
It'll
to
be
help.
wonderful.
And,
Yeah.
and if you need like you said, the financial stuff, insurance, will work with all those folks, whether you have insurance or don't.
Many
options. or if there's we got like you said, Dr. Keon with he loves, this is what he does. Put it this way, if you need dental work, that we'll get that done. The
Yes.
money stuff, we'll find a way on.
Yes.
That's
Exactly.
because you only get one chance to take care of yourself.
Exactly.
And that's what we got to do.
Yeah, we'll get it
Take care
done.
of you.
Yeah, and please, this is all more than just there's the old school, everything you think of a dentist, cleaning, filling a cavity, all that's good, but there is so much more going on in that dental office right
Yes.
now than you imagine. If you haven't been in a minute,
Come visit us.
it is completely integrated medical experience, just like your doctors or anything else, and about time. It's I don't know why we took 50 years or 100 years or whatever to figure out, maybe the dental thing's part of healthcare.
Maybe we need to pay attention.
We can treat it like a barbershop. It's not a barbershop.
No,
right?
no. Yeah, exactly. No, you got to come in.
Yeah, exactly.
It'll be nice.
Did we get it all, ladies? Anything
I think so.
we
I
did.
I think we got everything. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, and we appreciate. We'll see you next time here.
Yes.
And,
Thanks for hanging out with us, Mike. I really appreciate it.
Anytime, and we appreciate you guys coming in. And Keon, I guess your kids are cooler than me. So just kidding. No, I get it. Just kidding. I picked your kids over me too.
we promised, Dr. Keon. Dr. Keon, if you're listening, we promised that we wouldn't joke too hard on you.
That's
so.
right. Well,
That's, it happened all off air.
I made no such promises. So,
Me and Mireya did.
We could have said worse.
That's right. We're good.
He's fun.
But thank you guys.
Samrich Thomason in Washington. A change at the top in British politics. Prime Minister Keir Starmer stepping down as head of the beleaguered Labour Party. He will remain as caretaker prime minister until a successor has been chosen. Senior U.S. and Iranian bargainers have wrapped up a largely lengthy round of initial talks aimed at permanently ending the war. The initial mediation was rocky, but also led to agreements on some points. Oil prices have been edging lower over optimism about those U.S.-Iran talks, and gas prices are falling as the summer driving season heats up. Qatar's energy minister says at least 13 people have been killed in an explosion at a key gas export facility. Just happened a short time ago, and there's been nothing yet on a possible cause. Stocks opening a bit higher this morning on Wall Street. More details, srnnews.com.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. You burn more calories sleeping than you do watching television. For the ultimate workout, fall asleep in front of the TV. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. 11 minutes away from 9 o'clock on this Monday morning without Mike Winters. Just a reminder, the Roswell Invaders are back in town today. They have a whole week worth of games out at Joe Bauman Field. So if you haven't been out to Bauman Field to check out the games, it's a fantastic little stadium. Great little spot to check out the Roswell Invaders. The future of the MLB as we know it. I'm telling you, the team that plays here are the future greats of tomorrow in the MLB. So check them out while they're on the ground level and get to know your Roswell Invaders. They got more info and all that stuff waiting for you at roswellinvaders.com. I'm not sure who they're playing this week. It's NPL, so that'd be the North Platte 80s is who they're playing this week. So it's all week. They got a series against the North Platte 80s through Wednesday, and then on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, they are playing, let's see here. It's a tough little thing to read here. I believe it'll be the Pecos Bills that they'll be taking on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Some more info at roswellinvaders.com. 10 minutes away from 9 o'clock. Let us get you up to date with whatever Uncle Otis has to say today.
Now, time for another Otis Advisory. Yes, the holidays are a great time to remember some of the jacked up ideas your mom would lay on you when you were little. You know, stuff you were supposed to believe no matter how whacked it was, like this one.
Little Otis, you keep making that face, and next time it's gonna stick like that. Yes, Mama.
Or this.
Don't eat those cookies, Little Otis. They'll make you pee the bed.
Then there were the ones you didn't see coming, like...
Someday, Little Otis, you'll have a socialist mayor in New York City, and that will come with a free bus ticket.
Oh, stars, but then it happened. Who's sorry now?
It's time for New York to come together,
said the Zohan.
So I'm doing away with Party of Two. No more little two-toppers in the cute section. They're just there to divide us, as in oppressed and other. Here in the new America, we like to come together, so I'm replacing all those little tables with the long community tables, so everyone can gather and share their avocado toast, or whatever the collective hive produces, just the way it says in the workbook.
I don't know. Somehow this all sounds like another one of those sublingual messages.
Now, you know, honey,
there is still time to move south and start that mobile back-scratching business in Florida. Just saying. You want artificial intelligence? You found it. This is how we Otis. Board certified in Hoot. I'll see you on the other side of the razor wire at the Peace March.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. We're on the hot side of a stationary front. We're going up to 100 to 105 on the afternoon high today. A little bit windy and lots of sunshine. Clear for the overnight hours, upper 60s and low 70s. Another hot one coming up on Tuesday. 106 to 108 and sunshine will be in the low 100s on Wednesday. Looks like we'll stay sunny. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton, and that's your latest forecast.
Thank you, Steve. Currently 71 degrees round Roswell Way. Humidity is at 66%. It's currently mostly cloudy and breezy. Winds out of the north 23 miles an hour. Gusts up to 32 miles an hour. So plan accordingly. Keep the floppy hats at home. Barometer at 30.05 inches with a dew point of 59 degrees. For today, we're looking at mostly sunny skies. It's going to be a hot one. 99 for the high. Not quite triple digits, but close enough for government work. Winds out of the north 15 to 20 miles an hour, becoming northeast 10 to 15 later in the afternoon. Gusts could get as high as 30 miles per hour. For tonight, mostly clear, dropping down to 69 for the overnight low. Winds out of the east 5 to 10 miles an hour. Those becoming south after midnight. For your Tuesday, sunny. Don't need me to tell you this. Summertime in Roswell, hot. Oh, yeah, by the way, happy official summer. That was yesterday was the official first day of summer, even though we've been here for a good long while. 106 for the high. Tomorrow, mostly sunny skies. Winds out of the southeast 5 to 10 miles an hour. For your Tuesday night, partly cloudy. 72 winds south 10 to 15 miles an hour. Sunny and hot for Wednesday. 102 once again for the high. Winds out of the south 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming north in the later on in the morning. Wednesday night, 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms before midnight, partly cloudy, dropping down to 71. That 20% continues through your Thursday with a high of around 102 and mostly sunny skies. So if that does happen, get ready for mugginess. Yay! 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms before midnight, mostly cloudy, 70 for the overnight low on Thursday night. Then back up into the oven, 104 for the high on Friday, 106 for Saturday, 107 for the high on Sunday. 6 minutes away from 9 o'clock. Let's get you up to date with your Red Apple Updates Market Report.
All across America, this is the Red Apple Audio Network's Market Report, sponsored by Abacus Global Management.
Good morning, I'm John Terrett. Well, last Friday, Wall Street was only for the tourists. Those little men in those funny colored jackets weren't there. It was Juneteenth, and they took the day off. They were probably in the Hamptons. The markets may have only had 4 days to trade last week, but what a 4 days it was. The memorandum of understanding between the U.S. and Iran that Trump signed at the Paris of Versailles, well, Wall Street took one look at that and moved on. More interesting to them was the Fed rate decision, the first under Kevin Warsh as chairman. No change. We knew that was going to be the case. That was easy. But the street was shocked at how bearish Warsh was. They'd expected a softer tone, and they didn't get it. Instead, 9 out of 18 participants in that meeting ticked the box for a rate hike between now and the end of the year. In the corporate world, SpaceX basically doubled its valuation last week in just 2.5 days of trading, but it was lower on Wednesday and Thursday. And the crypto world is aghast that Illinois is adding a tax on all crypto transactions starting January the 1st, 2027. These are business transactions only, not private ones, but the crypto community is upset and plans to push back on what they see as an unfair and premature levy. And so too the week ahead. Not much going on, but we do get PCE, the Fed's preferred measure of inflation, and a final look at growth in the first quarter. With business, I'm John Terrett.
This is the Red Apple Audio Network's Market Report, sponsored by Abacus Global Management.
What if the future of finance wasn't built around averages, but around you? At Abacus Global Management, we're reshaping financial planning around the most personal data point, your lifespan. But it's more than just insight, it's control. As a technology-driven asset manager, we're empowering investors with an integrated system to take command of your time, your future, your financial destiny. This is a new era of investing. Take control at abacusgm.com.
The summer heat in New Mexico can put extra stress on your heart. Artesia General Hospital and our cardiology experts remind families, protect your heart while traveling and spending time outdoors. Stay hydrated, avoid strenuous activity during the hottest hours, and never ignore symptoms like chest pain, shortness of breath, dizziness, or irregular heartbeat. Take medications as prescribed and keep them cool during travel. Dr. Luther Weathers, MD in Artesia, and Elizabeth Madison, ACNP in Carlsbad, specialize in comprehensive heart care, from high blood pressure and heart rhythm issues to preventive wellness. Don't wait until it's an emergency. Get checked and enjoy summer with peace of mind. For extra cardiology services close to home, trust Artesia General Hospital. Artesia General Hospital. Healthy summers start here with heart care you can count on.
Get a built-in look with a Whirlpool flush mount dishwasher that installs flush with the surrounding cabinets at Bush Appliance in Roswell. A third rack provides space for silverware and hard-to-fit utensils. Plus, this dishwasher meets ADA standards for acceptable design. Shop Whirlpool dishwashers today at Bush Appliance in Roswell. Who you gonna call? Bush Appliance. Stop by 111 West Country Club Road in Roswell or call 575-622-6390. Celebrate America 250 at the Great American Block Party, Saturday, July 4th, 6 to 8:30 p.m. at Cielo Grande Park in Roswell, with live music featuring the New Mexico National Guard 44th Army Band. Games, activities, and fun for all ages. Lots of food and even a few sweet surprises. Then, when the sun goes down, we light up the night sky with an amazing fireworks extravaganza. Tell your friends and family, then come make memories that'll last a lifetime. Search for Roswell 250 on Facebook to learn more. The Great American Block Party, Saturday, July 4th, 6 to 8:30 p.m. at Cielo Grande Park in Roswell.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. A group of 12 or more cows is called a flink. If you have only 11 cows, that's called a lot of cow pies. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning, about 2 minutes away from 9 o'clock on this Monday morning without Mike Winters. Hey, just a reminder, we are in the throes, smack dab in the middle of the FIFA World Cup 2026. Team USA currently on a roll. We are undefeated after taking out Australia in our last game. I believe Team USA's next game is Thursday, taking on Turkey. So, which I did recently find out, even though they changed the spelling of it, it's still pronounced Turkey. I think it's like Turkey now, but it's still Turkey. Anyways, you can catch all those games on our sister station, La Pantera 106.1 FM in HD Espanol audio, so you can keep up with those games. If you are a Spanish speaker, we got those games for you covered in listening HD audio over on our sister station, La Pantera 106.1 FM. Stay tuned next hour. We got Elliot Rodriguez with Lone Depot coming by. We'll be chatting with him next hour after these on a morning without Mike Winters. Stay tuned.
Talk radio has landed on the all-new 106.5 FM KEND Roswell.
News this hour from Town Hall. I'm Mitch Thomason. Well, Following the opening round of U.S.-Iran talks, the U.S. Treasury has issued a 2-month license waiving sanctions on Iranian oil. As for the two-party negotiations, there are reports of some progress on some points.
The initial mediation was rocky, but also led to some agreements by both sides. The talks hit turbulence after President Donald Trump made remarks that Iran called insulting, prompting a temporary pause, according to Iranian state media. Key sticking points include Iran's nuclear program, sanctions relief, and frozen assets. The interim agreement gives both sides 60 days to negotiate a broader settlement. A ceasefire in Lebanon between Israel and Hezbollah also appear to be holding. I'm Haya Panjwani.
Embattled British Prime Minister Keir Starmer is resigning as head of the UK's Labour Party and giving up the Prime Minister's job. Looking ahead to the selection of a successor.
I will remain in post as Prime Minister until the contest is complete. And I will do everything I can to ensure an orderly handover of power.
Starmer's successor will be Britain's 7th Prime Minister in 10 years. Former Fed Chairman Alan Greenspan has died. He headed the central bank under 4 presidential administrations. Back in 2010, the then former Fed chief told Congress that steering the massive U.S. economy, no easy task.
If we get it right 70% of the time, that is exceptionally good.
Alan Greenspan dead at the age of 100. Qatar's energy minister says an explosion has killed at least 13 people, injured 66 others. At a key gas export terminal, the blast thought to be the result of an industrial accident. Watching Wall Street this hour, the Dow is up 123 points, while the Nasdaq 294 points in the red. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Everybody wants cheap airfare, but where do you find it? You call low-cost airlines. Their prices are direct from the airlines, and they're so low you can't find these fares published anywhere. They specialize in cheap flights, discount hotel rooms, cheap car rental rates, and great package deals anywhere around the world. Wherever you want to go, they can help you get there cheaply and with a best price guarantee. If you want the lowest prices on your airline tickets or other travel services, call now. That's right, call. That's the only way to get these rates. Experts are standing by 24/7 to get you the cheapest airfare and hotel rates available. So don't wait. Call right now for the lowest travel prices anywhere and for great last-minute travel deals too.
Call 866-755-5300. That's 866-755-5300. Again, that's 866-755-5300. Call us right now.
A Trump-endorsed candidate, a conservative political outsider, has taken a slim lead in Colombia's runoff presidential election.
Addressing crowds of supporters here in Barranquilla, all wearing Colombia's yellow national football shirt, Abelardo de la Espriella said this result marked a new era and a change of order, and added he would govern for all Colombians, including those who didn't vote for him. The result was welcomed by U.S. President Donald Trump and the growing number of other right-wing presidents in Latin America, all of whom backed Espriella's hardline security policies. He narrowly beat the left-wing Ivan Cepeda, who said his campaign was challenging the results from some ballot boxes. The current president, Gustavo Petro, alleged some polling stations were compromised without providing evidence.
That's BBC's Ione Wells. At least one death reported in the latest Russian missile strike on Ukraine's Odessa region. 3 people injured in the attack. It ignited a massive fire at an agricultural business. News and analysis, townhall.com. The NYPD is investigating weekend death at a popular New York concert and sports venue.
A 51-year-old man fell to his death during the rock band Goose's concert at Madison Square Garden Saturday night. The New York City Police Department says officers responding to a 911 call just before 10 p.m. found the man unconscious and unresponsive with injuries indicating a fall from an elevated position. They say he was in section 300, which is at the top of the garden, with his wife, but would not give details on the height of the fall. They also say the incident is not being looked at as a crime. In a statement, Goose said it was deeply saddened and heartbroken to learn of the tragic event that occurred. Julie Walker, New York.
Australia and Canada have signed a $1.75 billion export agreement to build an Australian-designed long-range radar system in Canada. Townhall.com.
wide, wide world of sports is going on here.
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man in this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. I leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The demolition, what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican world radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 6 minutes after 9 o'clock. Welcome to our number 3 inviernos of a morning without Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. Happy Monday. Happy post-craziness day where I'll post the One Nation Under God fireworks and drone show. Big thanks once again to everybody for making that event a huge success. And I'm telling you, from my perspective, from where we were sitting, you really do see just all of the hands and all of the machinations that go into it. Whether it be J&P Sound, who was running the amazing sound system that they had. It was basically a wall of speakers hanging from a crane they had out there, and that provided all the sound. Whether it be the folks who were running the drone show, the folks who were running the fireworks show, they were separate companies, separate entities, and everybody just kind of came together to make it work as one. I'm every year amazed that they can bring those drones in and start that fireworks show while the drones are in the process of landing, and they never lose a drone. They coordinate it so well. So big thanks to everybody for making that event a huge success. Mixmaster Mike Winters still off on his excursion with Ms. Kim. They are going to be out for, today and tomorrow. I believe they're going to be on their way back tomorrow, I think is what it works out. They deboat, and then they head for the plane. And actually, I think they have like a day. I think today they deboat, and they are back in New Orleans. They have another day in New Orleans to kind of, mess around, get some beignets, get the last little bit of that bayou seafood. Hopefully, Mike got himself a little etouffee, some jambalaya, some of that good stuff in his system. But then back on the plane tomorrow, and he'll be back inside your radios this coming Wednesday morning. Today is another one of those days I'm planning on getting over and checking on the cats, making sure everything is copacetic, cleaning out the cat box. The job that he hired my daughter for, but it's just at this point easier that I take care of it myself. I'm going to split the money with her. She doesn't know that yet. Hey, back in the news, I don't know if you guys heard that last story that they were talking about during our headline news. A 55-year-old gentleman fell from his seat in Madison Square Garden to his death. They said he was at a Goose's concert, which props to any 55-year-old for being at a Goose's concert. That being said, that's not the important part. They basically said that the death, the autopsy or the coroner's report indicated that he suffered a fall from a certain height. Now, they said he was at basically the top level of Madison Square Garden with his family watching the concert. It's not said exactly what happened or what led to the fall, but that was a thing. And that, of course, unlocks another new fear for me. I mean, I've had this fear for a while, but that kind of confirms that the fear is valid. The couple of times I've gone to bigger concerts, to venues, I've been put in a stadium seat position. The two that stick out was when we saw AJR in, I think it was the last time we saw them in Denver. We were at the Ball Arena, and we were up at the tippity top. And I kept having this feeling, this sensation. It's like I'm pulled towards, gravity pulls you down. And if I go, I'm going to go like a snowball and basically take out everybody, in my path. The other time, and this one was a real like fear-inducing situation, was at the Sphere. If you've ever been to the Sphere, you kind of know what I'm talking about. But certain sections of the Sphere, when you're both getting to your seat and sitting down, you almost feel like they need to include seat belts because you are leaned so far forward to both take in the stage and be able to see the screens in the Sphere that you really feel like you have to kind of push your feet and push backwards to keep yourself in the seat. It's definitely a little shaky as an experience. But I mean, don't get me wrong, the Sphere itself was an awesome experience, but that stands out. But that story just validates the fear. It's like, oh, cool. So I have a reason to be afraid. Now I know. That's fun. But all that being said, on that note, hopefully you guys had a great weekend. Great Father's Day. Hopefully all you dads out there at least got yourselves a little break. Maybe if you're a football fan, maybe got a chance to catch one or two of the games in the World Cup, and just generally got some time to spend both with your family, but also some time to yourself, because dads, we all need us a break too. I got an interesting gift from my kids and my kids' mom. I know that she picked it out and paid for it. I'm sure this was her idea too, but this feels appropriate, although it also kind of feels like a judgment on my life. Okay, so I've been getting into gear, different, like, I don't want to call it doomsday prepping necessarily, but like, just outdoor gear. Like I got myself a new tent, and a few bushcraft knives, some other stuff to do some woodworking and things like that. One of the things I have, but I need to get an upgraded version of, is a first aid kit. So that being said, my kids and my kids' mom got me a first aid kit of a different color. This is the Shart Survival Kit. I'm pretty sure I can say the word Shart on the radio. It says here on the box, it's for when it hits the fan. Did you ever fart and a little bit came out? We've got you covered, even though your sphincter didn't. This complete kit includes the Oopsie Poopsie disposable undies, fresh and discreet, as well as the Brown Town tissue pack. It both removes solids and liquids. It includes clean booty wipes, mud butt cleansing technology, an instructional care card, I sharted, now what, and a Shart survival badge. There's jokes all over this thing. Basically, we're number 1 in number 2. The gentleman's face on the front, that's absolutely fantastic. I'm sure that's just stock photo, but that's definitely the face you make after you've gambled and lost. On the back, it says fart with confidence. If you're not sure if you should gamble on that trouser cough, well, now you can let them rip with the Shart Survival Kit, a complete on-the-go kit for anywhere and anytime that little squeaker turns into a big leaker. Be ready for that chocolate mudslide, whether playing basketball, stuck in traffic, jury duty, or the birth of your first child. You never know when something like this will come in handy. I haven't actually unwrapped this yet, opened the plastic on it, and I was kind of joking with a friend and said, hopefully this is just like chocolates or something, like it's not actually a thing. But that being said, part of me kind of hopes it is. I'm using this nifty knife that someone gifted Mixmaster Mike Winters, by the way. Huge thanks for that. So that came in real handy. So let's unwrap this plastic here and see if we're actually dealing with a legit kit. Now, like I said, I'm unraveling the plastic, so you're seeing this for the first time, as am I. And for the video, folks, I'll let you guys see it before I do. There we go. Contents inside are exactly as advertised. The Oops, I Just Cooked Up a Sloppy Cobbler tissue pack. Wow, sloppy cobbler, that's fantastic. The Oopsie Poopsie disposable undies, always handy. Another little advertisement here. Okay, the information card. So you sharted yourself. Now what? We've all been there. Taking a gamble on that fart after those drive-through tacos, only to be met with the odd grundle thunder. Don't worry, partner. We got you. Here are some things you can say when you're in public and suddenly find yourself sitting in poop soup. Whoops! Looks like I just sat on some chocolate. Better go clean that up. I think someone just sharted my underwear when I wasn't looking. And there's always the old go-to. Just yell out code brown and then dash away to the nearest bathroom. Most importantly, remember to take your Shart survival kit with you wherever you go, because you never know when a fartastrophe might strike. Let's got a little handy kit on how to use your clean booty wipes, as well as, oh, look, a badge. It's got a little button. I survived a shard attack. Thanks, kids. You guys really do know your dear old dad. That's awesome. I'm going to keep this here and probably go through it again with Mixmaster Mike when he gets back in town, because I get the feeling that he'll get a kick out of that and probably actually wonder where he can get himself a handy-dandy version of the same thing. But there you go. Now you know. The Shart Survival Kit. It's out there. You just got to look for it. Ask for it by name. There you go. 15 minutes after 9 o'clock. Let me get you updated with this hour of the program. Coming up here in just a few minutes, we're going to get you up to date with the weather so that you know what to plan for. Spoiler, shorts. Wear shorts and a tank top. It's going to be hot. It's really, really, really hot. But after that, pay a couple bills, and then we'll hopefully be sitting down chit-chatting with Elliot Rodriguez from Lone Depot. He's moseying his way on down here. Usually around this time of day, he gets pretty busy. Calls coming in, calls to make, hands to shake and all that good stuff. So we could try to give him a little more time to get here for his morning broadcast. But that being said, Elliot will be here. We have it on good authority. He called Ms. Jocelyn yesterday, so we do know that he will be in the vicinity in the very near future. But we'll get to that coming up here in just a few minutes. But right now, it's 16 minutes after 9 o'clock. Let us get you up to date with the weather.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. We're on the hot side of a stationary front. We're going up to 100 to 105 on the afternoon high today. A little bit windy and lots of sunshine. Clear for the overnight hours, upper 60s and low 70s. Another hot one coming up on Tuesday. 106 to 108 and sunshine. Will be in the low 100s on Wednesday. Looks like we'll stay sunny. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton, and that's your latest forecast.
Thank you, Steve. Currently at 17 minutes after 9 o'clock, we are looking at 74 degrees, around Roswell Way. Humidity at 62%, winds out of the north 22 miles an hour, gusts up to 31 miles per hour. Your barometer at 30.06 inches with a dew point of 60 degrees. As mentioned, sunny, hot. That's what we've come to expect round Roswell Way. High of around 99 for today. Mostly sunny skies. Winds out of the north 15 to 20 miles an hour. Becoming northeast 10 to 15 later the afternoon. Wind gusts could get as high as 30 miles per hour. For tonight, mostly clear. Getting down to 69 for the overnight low. Nice. Winds out of the east 5 to 10 miles an hour. Becoming south after midnight. Sunny skies. Hot for your Tuesday. 106 degrees for the high. And remember, it always gets a lot hotter than that inside your car. So please don't leave your pets in the car. Don't leave the kids in the car, especially not, if it's not running. I mean, if there's air conditioning on, you know what? Just don't leave your kids in the car. That's probably just practice the best case scenario, or the worst case scenario. Just bring your kids with you wherever you're going, because hot is what we've got. Partly cloudy, dropping down to 72 for your Tuesday night. Winds out of the south 10 to 15 miles an hour. For your Wednesday, it's going to be sunny. It's going to be hot. 102 for the high. Winds out of the south 5 to 10 miles an hour. And then maybe, just maybe, a little bit of relief in the form of a 20% chance of some showers and thunderstorms for your Wednesday night. Getting down to 71 for the overnight low. That 20% chance continues through your Thursday with a high of around 102 degrees. Mostly sunny skies, but still a 20% chance of rain. So I know it's going to be humid. I know it's going to be muggy, but doggone it, I'm going to hold on to a little bit of hope. Thursday night, 20% chance of the wet stuff as well before midnight. Mostly cloudy, getting down to 70 for the overnight low. For your Friday, mostly sunny skies. It's going to be another scorcher, folks. 104 degrees. Please plan accordingly. Partly cloudy and 71 for your overnight low on Friday night. For Saturday, sunny skies. Hot once again, 106 degrees for the high. Mostly clear, 73 for your Saturday night, and back up to 107 degrees for the high on Sunday. 19 minutes after 9 o'clock. Let's do this. Let's pause, pay a couple of these bills, and we'll be joined shortly by Elliot Rodriguez from Lone Depot on the other side of these on a morning without Mike Winters. Stay tuned. Summer's here and the heat is on at Roswell Honda with hot deals and cool payments like a 2023 Chevy Malibu just $266 a month, 2018 Nissan Rogue just $249 a month, or a 2021 Chevy Trax just $212 a month. How about a 2018 Nissan Sentra just $177 a month, or a 2018 Jeep Renegade just $162 a month? And get pre-approved today for your chance to win $200 in free gas. The heat is on all month long at Roswell Honda, 2177 West 2nd.
Fly smarter from Roswell with United Airlines. United connects you to the world with twice daily flights to Denver International Airport. From there, connect almost anywhere. United offers complimentary programs for all businesses, small, medium, and large, packed with perks like tier status matching, free tickets through Perks plus discounts on group travel, meetings, and everyday business trips. Learn more at united.business. Fly ROW with always free parking. United Airlines, connecting people, uniting the world.
At Ocotillo Family Practice, Pediatrics, and OMED Spa, our team is here for you. Nancy Walker, Fallon Moody, and Tialana Watts are family nurse practitioners offering expert care in family practice, pediatrics, women's health, and aesthetics. Nancy also provides advanced hormone therapy for men and women, including hormone pellet implants that help patients feel their best. Plus, meet Brittany Harrell, our skilled nurse injector, offering a full range of aesthetic procedures to help you look and feel confident. Same-day and walk-in patients are always welcome. Visit Ocotillo Family Practice, Pediatrics, and OMED Spa at 607 West Country Club Road in Roswell. Your family, your health, your beauty, all in one place.
This month, Roswell Nissan gives you zero.
Wait, what?
The 0% event is on now at Roswell Nissan with $3,500 off or 0% for up to 60 months on 2026 Rogue, Frontier, and Pathfinder, and $4,000 off or 0% for up to 60 months on 2026 Murano. And Roswell Nissan wants to buy your vehicle, so now's the time to trade in and trade up. But 0% won't last, so act fast. The 0% event on now at Roswell Nissan, 2111 West 2nd.
This summer, enjoy outdoor family fun with seamless Wi-Fi, now available from Plateau. Great news, Roswell. Construction on Zone 39 is officially complete. Save on the speed you need with Plateau. Switch today and get reliable, blazing fast speed to stream more, game more, and surf more than ever before. Plus consistent billing and no data caps. And with Plateau, you'll save more too. Call 1-877-PLATEAU or log on to PlateauTel.com today. Plateau. Tried, true, trusted.
If you plug your nose, you can't tell the difference between an apple, potato, and an onion. Unless you open your eyes. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning, 22 minutes after 9 o'clock. Elliot is on his way. He's en route to the studio. We'll give him a few more minutes to get here. By the way, if you missed any portion of the program, you can always come back and check it out in its entirety at ksvptv.com. We'll have the show up in its entirety, and then you can check it out for yourself. Of course, the interviews that we've had today, besides Elliot, are already up waiting for you on the 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM Facebook page. So we got a couple minutes to kill before Elliot gets here, so I thought maybe we can bring Ms. Jocelyn in, chat up what's going on over at the Cooling Center with Food Not Bombs, and maybe talk about what the needs are right now. Our semi-daily Food Not Bombs update. How are you doing this morning?
Good morning. How are you?
Doing good. You know, I think it was funny. I didn't mention this earlier. Technically, and I hope nobody from there is listening, I snuck into the pool yesterday. I mean, my friend in front of me paid, and I just kind of followed the group.
But I feel like that's okay.
I think it's fine. I feel like I've given enough, sweat equity.
Yeah, I think we've given back.
Not to mention, I left at least a good millimeter of foot skin on the concrete out there. So, of course, we talk about the pool because it is a hot one. We are right in the middle of the heat wave. Food Not Bombs has the Cooling Center open there at Westminster Presbyterian.
Yeah, so it's going to be hot. We don't really have a cool day.
No.
I don't think at all.
This is technically the cool day because it's 99 today.
Yes. But we are open at the Cooling Center noon to 8 p.m. You can go in there, get hydrated, rest. We have some cots set up if you need to kind of just rest and get out of the heat. We do serve snacks. We have lunch or dinner at like 4:30, 5 o'clock. So kind of coincides with the bus. If you tell the transit center that you need to be out there, they will take you right to the door.
Very good.
So no issues with that. We do need towels still. Mm-hmm. We're always needing anything, cooling rags, waters.
This is a great chance. If you go over out to Walmart, they always have their mainstays product line, and those basic bath towels. They're like, I think, $4 a piece.
Right.
Next time you're out there doing your shopping at Walmart, pick up 2, 3, 4 of those.
Yeah.
Bring them by the cooling center. Every single one of those is going to help somebody out.
Yeah, and also socks, underwear still, because people are taking showers. We try to give them a new set of clothes.
Sure.
Out there, so come and check us out. We also have enrichment and activities going on pretty much all week. Today we have crocheting again. So if you didn't get a chance to see us last Monday, we're doing it again today at 12 to 2. Thursday's 4-H. They have a youth program that they're doing for about an hour. Any age, come out there, have lunch, and kind of see what their educational stuff is going on.
Gives the kids a chance to kind of stretch their legs just a little bit and get out from in front of their various tablets and whatnot. And crocheting is one of those things I've always thought about. It'd be fun to learn, but I also feel like it's one more step towards I'm admitting I'm an old.
Exactly. So last Monday I just watched my daughter and my sister do it. I wasn't too participant about it yet.
Fair.
But it's.
Now, I will say that is something I do appreciate about the current generation, about Gen Z and the upcoming Gen Alpha, is they're rebelling away. And the way they've been rebelling is kind of interesting, is they're back into physical media. People are back into owning their own things. They don't want to rent or pay subscriptions anymore. So people are like owning CDs again. And for those people like me who are hoarders and held onto your CD and DVD collection, it's like, yes, I knew I could.
I still have a vinyl collection, so that makes me feel better.
The vinyl was sort of that's sort of like laid the foundation for it, I think.
But yeah, she's definitely likes the crocheting, my child, and a lot of. I think we had about 4 or 5 people that were there on Monday. So hopefully, if anybody's listening, it's open to anybody. So we do have needles, yarn, anything. You don't have to bring anything.
That's awesome. You guys have the supplies, because a lot of people are like, well, I would love to learn, but then I have to go to the store and
we provide all that stuff.
Track down a Joanne Fabrics, beat up a lady in a parking lot, take her stuff. It's a whole process.
We at the cooling, any activity that you would like to participate in, we provide supplies. We just did planting on Friday. We did some peppers, and thanks to Roswell Seed, they donated their seedlings of peppers and tomatoes and some soil. So shout out to them for providing that for our community garden we're trying to start up out there. So. Also, if anybody would like to donate any seeds, come just check us out. Come plant some stuff for, the way to food, resource is growing your own food. So
absolutely. That's going to be our food security moving forward, and I get inspired around, the farmer's market time, because you really do get to see, the ingenuity of people, the fact that they do want to, get their hands dirty, get in there and plant and have the
pretty fun.
The bounty of what they
my
grow.
therapy. So.
And honestly, we've joked about this, but if the apocalypse ever happens, we've got a plan of attack.
Yes.
In that each one of us in our friends group, we all have a certain set of skills.
Yes.
I currently am the gear holder. I have a lot of knives. I have a lot of the EDC gear. My friend Misty and her husband Will, they are basically the ammunition side of things, and also the armory. Jocelyn, she's our plant maven. She's the one who knows everything there is to know about growing and maintaining a plant. So
we will survive.
Yeah, she's the one of us that can keep anything alive. I barely can keep children alive. She can keep anything alive.
But yes, 12 to 8, Cooling Center, 2801 West 4th, Westminster Presbyterian Church. Come out there. You don't have to be homeless. If you need a place to cool off, come down there.
Come in. Honestly, it's even just for a reset. I do that too. If I'm like out downtown, I'm like, it's really hot. I'm just going to stop by at a place with air conditioning for a second.
Right.
For 10 minutes, cool my core down, and then I can
and that's kind of what it is. People can come in, sit down, and just kind of reset and say, okay, it's, we do have access to computers in there. If you need to look something up, any kind of resources, you guys can go in there and use the computers for that stuff too.
Very good, very good. Again, that's 2801 West 4th right here in Roswell. If you want more info, head up Food Not Bombs on Facebook. They got all the info that you need to know. Thanks, Jocelyn. We appreciate you. Elliot Rodriguez, why don't you come on in here? We'll get you going, get you underway. Got Elliot Rodriguez joining us in studio from Lone Depot. How are you doing this morning, sir?
Good morning, Roswell. We're doing good.
Another busy day around Roswell way.
Crazy the driving people around here lately.
What's
going
what?
on?
And this is something that I think needs to be addressed. Number one, we're in the tourism season, so there's an uptick in people here for that. I think Roswell's population has grown exponentially since our last census. I feel like there's a lot more people here than are actually
100% agree.
So
I've seen the changes throughout the years.
It will be interesting at the next census for sure.
If we don't pass, I don't know why. Unless they need to hire more people and get them out there to go and talk and knock doors.
That's right.
Because
That's right.
No, yeah, I've seen a lot of weird drivers. I mean, people taking the red lights, running the stop lights. I mean, the stop signs. I mean, it's like even right here. I mean, when just coming in, it's like
this.
Wow.
There's a couple of real pet peeves I have, and the one that's been coming up lately. If you are between, so second, third, and fourth, the stoplight system there on Main it's a little wonky. A lot of times, the stoplight on second will be red for the Main Street traffic. It'll be red, while the third street light will be green. Traffic will build up at that light past the intersection of Third Street. If those two lanes are full, and that light is still red, you need to leave a hole in the intersection so that when this light goes green, I can get around you, so I'm not having to swerve around you and try to avoid people who are turning.
I mean, it's common sense. People just need to slow down a little. Okay, don't slow down too much, by the way.
No,
but slow down a little.
If you're going to turn, use the entire turning lane, all the way in. I shouldn't have to swerve around your tail end if I'm trying to maintain my lane.
I know you're loving the weather.
Oh yeah, this is great.
You guys did good the other day, with the drums and everything. It wasn't too windy or nothing like that, so it was perfect. And today is it's a totally different thing.
It was all everything kind of came together perfectly for the event on Saturday night. There was a little bit of wind right at the beginning, but it was almost like a switch got turned off and everything just went dead. Perfect weather for the drone show. How was your Father's Day?
It was good.
Yeah.
Happy Father's Day to you.
Thank you. I don't know if you happen to hear, but this was the present that my kids and my kids' mom got me. It's the Shart Survival Kit.
You have to make sure you're okay.
I mean, because you never know. And I opened it. I was like, maybe there's candy or something in here. No, it really is disposable underpants and wet wipes and stuff. So
just to make sure Daddy doesn't have an accident.
That's right. Thanks, kids. I mean, your dad, but maybe don't advertise it like that. But you had a good Father's Day?
To be honest, I kind of worked, and took care of a couple of things at the house and this and that. It was nice, it was a little warm, to say the least, but, it was good to catch up with a lot of stuff. But, just took it somewhat easy, but at the same time, I'm still working, so I never stop anyway. So
there you go. Kick the feet up just a little bit. But, as long as you got yourself a nice, Mr. fan or something, you can maintain the heat. So, obviously, as we mentioned, the uptick in folks around Roswell and new people in Roswell means the need for home ownership in Roswell. And that's where Loan Depot comes in.
Yep.
Well, at the beginning with the money side.
At least we try to be there for you.
How's business lately?
We're not slowing down. The market obviously continue going forward. It's pretty interesting considering what's happening. Okay.
Sure.
As last conversation you and I had last month, how the new guy took over and everything.
Did
it got a little better,
rate?
But then it went back. Like this morning it went negative.
Yeah.
Okay. And they keep opening the market in the different margins, to kind of control the system.
Sure.
But I'm anticipating to get even better still, but because he did got better, okay?
Right.
So, but right away they took away what they gave, so.
Yeah, and they said he was remarkably bearish in his comments on moving forward.
And that's probably why it got better.
That makes sense.
That makes sense.
We need to skirt some things for a while, There's been money that's been used in different various ways that we need to kind of recoup a little bit.
Exactly, and remember the market the way I've been seeing it for the past 6 months. Okay, is or should I even push it to a whole year? The reason I think the market got to the negative is because a lot of things are happening.
Right.
In politics, national, overseas. The war and everything. There's so many different things happening that it's going to affect, our bottom line in the end of the day. It's just the reality. I mean,
it just causes a sense of unease. You're like, I'm not sure, where my next dollar is going to come from necessarily. So
and just
should I
imagine
invest?
how much money we spend so far on the war alone.
Mhm.
Okay, I mean, if we start talking all that stuff, it's amazing how much money it costs to do all that stuff. But you know what? Everybody's still moving forward. My borrowers, are out there trying to find houses like super quick. Everybody's jumping really fast. So there's an urgency still happening.
Sure.
That it looks good.
There's been a pretty solid uptick in construction.
Yes.
Especially up in the golf course area.
A lot of new homes. Up north here to the west side and
by the orchards
and all over the place in town, but mainly in the area.
Yeah.
But in the end of the day, there's still a lot of even more homes coming available, and people are fixing their houses to try to sell them, so they can upgrade to get even something bigger.
Sure.
So it's happening. I said whoever had the itch and been thinking about buying a house, just get ready, because the right place for yourself is going to come up, and then you're not going to be ready.
Yeah.
So that's the biggest thing that a borrower needs to do, because the biggest problem is everybody goes shopping and they don't get pre-qualified.
Right.
And it's a big problem because you're gonna get discouraged yourself. Okay. You're gonna talk to agents. The agent's gonna tell you need to pre-approve. You take a handful of agents to see houses and you're not even ready to even put an offer. Okay. Or you're trying to put an offer and you're trying to get qualifiable at the same time.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's not the best,
you need
best practice.
Sure.
You should be pre-qualified before you even look at houses.
Just before you go even get an idea in your head, get an idea of what you've got to play with
Exactly.
first. Because if you go in with lofty expectations, maybe you're not going to be able to get that indoor shooting range like you wanted. It's you set your bar too high. It's gonna have to come down.
You were asking me about what we were doing yesterday. I had to bring something up that my wife just brought to my attention.
Okay.
You were talking last week about the apple pie from McDonald's.
Yep.
That is dangerous, by the way.
I procured. I've had two now. I've procured two, and I got to say it really depends on if it's fresh, number one.
Oh, if it's fresh is best.
If it's fresh, it's fantastic, but also you're going to need to give it a few minutes because
It's too hot.
It will scald the inside of your soul.
Yes.
That is for sure.
But my wife is like, Sean, talk about that. We need to go and check it out. and it was in our minds the whole entire time. She said, all right, let's go and do it for Father's Day. Let's go and grab one. It's like, okay, let's go and grab one. And we did. And by the way, they're good. I'm not an apple pie person, okay?
Normally me neither. I'm usually like a strawberry.
But
or cherry.
that was really good, actually. I mean, that stuff is dangerous.
I gotta say, it's now I know why they're bringing it back. They're bringing back the fried aspect because it's like it harkens back to the way they used to do it for America 250. But eating it was a little bit like biting into a Hobby Lobby. And I mean that by when I say like it was very spice forward, cinnamon forward, and it felt very holiday adjacent.
It did.
Like,
it did.
I should be eating this closer to Thanksgiving or Christmas.
But it was good.
Yeah.
It was really good. And my wife was like,
nice.
We had to put it in the things to do this weekend. We had to go and grab one. Sean said they were great. And guess what? We did it. So
I'm gonna have to give the folks at McDonald's a call and ask where my royalty check is.
No kidding,
I'm
right?
drumming up business for you guys. I'm telling you. But
the
awesome.
market is steady. Is staying steady.
Good,
okay.
Good.
Like you said, new homes are coming up. New bills are there. There's happening, folks. If you are ready to buy a home, get pre-approved.
Right.
Because when the right house comes for you, if you're not ready, you're gonna let it pass.
Correct.
I was talking to a young guy in Clovis yesterday, and he called me, and we lost communication for about a couple months. Okay, and that means he stopped looking. He stopped moving forward.
Right.
So it's funny. So he reached out to me and talked to him. He's like, yeah, the house next door to ours is available because he's ready. Mom has been kicking him out, right? It's like, it's time to go and get your own place. And he's being very, responsible, if you may, not going too crazy, spending too much. And the right house just next door, completely remodeled, little house, not too crazy expensive. Awesome. And he calls me, and I already had him pre-approved before. So it was more like redo the numbers. Here we are. This is what you need to do. and hopefully they'll be getting on their contract today.
That's awesome.
So it's beautiful. He was ready. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when the right place came up, wow.
Yep.
Let's grab it.
It's better. What's that else? It's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. It's better to know what amount of home you can get,
and that way you know what
when
to
that
do.
opportunity comes up.
And you can't be afraid of what's happening in the market, what's happening overseas, because the fact of the matter is life has to continue.
Yes.
Okay. If we worry about those things, we will never do anything. That's not an American way. I mean, if we start thinking about all the things that we have to not do, we'll never do anything. Okay. And that's the part. That's the part that we have to be careful, because it's very easy.
It is
to get to in that clunch.
There's a meme I always go back to. I referenced it a couple of times. It says, "I finally got that thing done I've been putting off for months. It took me 17 minutes. I regret nothing."
Not done it. I know, and it happens in my house.
Yeah.
My wife throw on my face the do list.
The honeydews.
Oh my goodness. And before I know it, and she's like, you could see those fire in their eyes, like, you haven't done this, you haven't done that. It's like, but babe, you're like, I've been waiting for you. And then I go and do it. You're right. Done really quickly.
Real quick. But the inverse of that is also true, because when you are a single fella, nobody's going to get in your face and tell you to clean up your house. So you kind of are like, I'm just going to toss this over here. I'll take care of it later. You have to tell yourself to clean. That's pretty hard.
And for guys, it's very easy to say, I'll take care of this afternoon or tomorrow. For the wife and the women, their mind don't think that way.
They dwell in the now.
It's like, now.
Absolutely.
I told you to do it I told you to do it 7 years ago.
You should have known I needed this done when we got married.
And it's tough, because let me tell you something. She is a trooper. She's my best cheerleader. She might hate this business, but she's my best cheerleader, because she knows what we are trying to accomplish and what we're trying to do to help people out. And folks, I mean, what she sacrificed for me to be able to do what I need to do is amazing. Okay, I couldn't do so at work. I couldn't do what I can do without the team I have. Same goes at home. I couldn't do the job that I'm doing right now if I didn't have the team that I have at home, which is the wife, allowing me to do. And trust me, she sacrificed, because I hear it. We discuss everything, and a lot of times she's not happy about the way things are. But guess what? That woman, she's right there. She's like, so even before the weekend comes, she goes, I know how busy you are, how many people you still have to follow up, and you haven't touched, and this and that. This is what we're going to do so you can go and work. I was like, holy crap. It's like, where this came from. So it's amazing.
It is, having a someone who has your back like that is always, it definitely takes you to the next level for sure.
And folks, if you've been thinking about buying a house, there's programs out there.
Yeah.
If you're a little short of money in the bank, that's okay. No big deal.
Right.
Okay. I'll guide you. My team and I will take care of you guys. Make sure that you have what it needs to happen. To make it to the end of the line.
How long have you been in this business?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's the best answer ever.
It's to be honest, so I started doing Go ahead.
Well, the reason I ask is what I'm saying is Elliot has been in this business for a generation, okay? This man has seen every situation that could possibly be seen. So if you're holding back saying, I'm not ready, I don't have the finances, I don't want to walk in and be laughed at or be an embarrassment, trust me, this man has seen so much worse.
Let me tell you something. Sometimes I don't know if I want to take it as a compliment or if my boss is just making jokes or what. He's like, okay, so what magic you have under your sleeve for this one? It's like, oh, that's just funny, dude. By the way, yes, we can do actually this. It's funny.
It's like a lawyer that's gone through all the books,
But the fact of the matter is, back in 2007, okay, when I was a junior, officer, as a lender, okay, they gave me a chance. I've been doing real estate for myself for over 25, 30 years, okay? So the fact of the matter is, I started doing things on my own. I remember my wife talking to me about, we discussing that people were helping people buy houses and friends were doing this and taking some money on the front and this and that. And they wanted me to jump into that. And the little that I already had done at that time for my own self, I say, oh, no, that doesn't sound right. Guess what? They were buying houses, and the broker that was actually helping them, that was friends, it was actually eating the equity on the front end. I mean, literally fraud. They were taking, so they were they're using their credit to buy homes. It's not illegal, okay? Because you and I can go on as a partnership, and you're going to use my credit, go and buy properties, rent them out, and sell them, okay? And then I get a kick because it's my equity and so on. The problem with that was that the guy that was actually telling all these people to do that, they got all these properties upside down, okay? So there was no equity for later. So when there's people that they put in there to buy the house that did like contracts, like real estate contracts and all that stuff, they took so much money out of the properties that when they were ready to sell them, they couldn't. There was no equity. And it was a big deal. A lot of them actually had to commit, short sales and this and that and foreclosures and even bankruptcy. My old boss, did a short sale on his house. So he ended up doing, bankruptcy at the end of the day. And my wife said, like, how did you knew? It's like, well, it was 100% common sense. I mean, so for some reason, since, I've been good with numbers since I was a kid, okay?
Yeah.
And then I joined the military. I done a lot of stuff. So I've been good leading and controlling and managing what we do, especially for my own self. I try not to overdo it. Maybe a little too cautious because I'm a little too conservative.
Sure.
Okay. But when I see something that doesn't sound right, it's like it pops up right away.
See, and that's why that's a great thing, because it gives you that sense of, I'm not just going to jump at any good deal that sounds too good to be true. You have that level of discernment, and sometimes something just doesn't pass the vibe check. Yeah, so I can feel that.
And
But
let me guess. Sometimes I might have passed something that it was probably good.
Sure.
But you know what? It's better to be safe than sorry.
Absolutely.
In my opinion.
Sometimes you walk. I have often sat there and thought, man, if only I hadn't laughed at those people that were talking about Bitcoin 20 years ago. I'd just been like, I'll throw $1 or $2 in there. Wouldn't even have to be here right now. But so you miss opportunities that sometimes. But at the same time, your nest egg, your foundation,
you're working on
is
everything
secure.
that you want. Yeah.
And that's why you go with a person like Elliot. You go with a place like Loan Depot because you're going with expertise. You're going with someone who's been in this business, who's not going to take you for the runaround. Number one, because of the legality of it all, but number two, he lives here too. He's a friend. He's a neighbor. You're going to see him at the store. You're going to see him, out at church or wherever, and or at poker night. Sorry, let's be honest. And
yeah, we haven't played poker, by the way, for a few.
That's right. He knows he's going to have to face you at some point, and he doesn't want to take you on a rough deal. So.
Well, let me put it like this. So, I used to do rentals. I have sold everything that I had. Okay, all right. And you were like, why you bring this up? Well, it's very simple. Just what you were saying. I'm your neighbor. I live in the community. Imagine if I was a landlord or sold a bunch of crap houses to people. That's not good.
Around here, it's what's the old saying? Bad gas travels fast. And around here, a reputation can build really quickly.
It's like the gas that is special has superpower that goes super fast. Because the fact of the matter is, folks, and all of you guys know this, you could do out of 100 things, 99 good, and you do one bad, and it would be even louder than the 99 that you did good.
That's right.
Unfortunately, that's the way life is.
It's because the right thing to do is the way it should be done, and so it doesn't draw attention.
Exactly.
When you step out of line and you do things the wrong way, people are going to start looking.
And when other people that I sold houses, too, I want them to have something good.
Sure.
Did I spend a few dollars here and there extra? Maybe. But in the end of the day, I still got the benefit of it no matter what. So everybody win. It's a win-win situation.
Absolutely.
So I treat all my customers. So every home that I help people buy, it's like I'm buying it myself.
Right.
Okay? I advise my customers the best way I can't. In that way, in the end of the day, they do the right thing for themselves. In the end of the day, they're the boss. I still do what they need, but I still advise them as properly as I can. But no, you have to do the right thing for people, because if you don't, it will come back tenfold on you. And folks, I've seen it good and bad, and I don't see how some of my competitors, and I just have to put it like this, don't take care of the people that they're supposed to. Right. They don't uncover every stone to take care of them. They don't follow up with them and this and that. And I'm not saying I'm perfect, because I got 20 million people to follow up. So folks, if I haven't called you back, you're on the line to be called. So
he's getting to you, all right?
I'm getting to you. So in the end of the day, I take care of everybody. And that is something that I believe my competitors, I don't care who they are, they don't have it.
Right.
Okay. And I require this from my people. All right. So it's not just something that I preach and I don't walk. Okay. what I walk the walk. I don't just preach and make it sound good. All right.
Sure.
So and a lot of things that I tell people and things that I tell people to do or they have done, I done it all for myself just the same.
Right. So, He's been down that road, so he can help guide you down that road as well. Something else that I have recently noticed or seen, I watched a kind of a little mini video about this. They were talking about how folks who back in I know we hate talking about this about the dark ages, but back during the pandemic, when folks, it was one of two things. Folks were either the essentials who were basically stretched thin and to the grind all the time. But a lot of the non-essentials took that opportunity that they weren't putting money in their tank to go to work. They were working from home. They weren't putting money in maintenance in their vehicles. Plus, they just got a pretty decent little stimulus check.
Correct.
All that money they were saving plus that little stimulus, they invested and they bought themselves maybe their first home. Maybe they upgraded to a new home. But what they found is this is literally from 2020 until 2026.
Okay.
The amount of the cost of a home has increased something like 230%.
Oh, it's incredible. It has completely.
The value of your home has increased in less than about a half a decade. 200+%. That's insane.
That is 100% fact. Okay. And
so
it's incredible to even believe. My wife and I were even talking about the home that we have right now.
Right.
How much she bought it for. And she bought it way before all that. But my point still is, from where she bought it and where we are, it's like, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, that is incredible. Mike and I talk about his house, and we talk about that all the time.
I still think he's going to one of these days get squirrely and try to sell the place.
And then go and get something else.
Yep.
But the fact is, folks, the programs, don't be afraid to go and buy a house. The matter is, everybody deserves to have a home. I mean, it's the American dream, for God's sake. Okay? And if you have the itch, all you need is the right guidance, And if you've been told no, if you've been in places that they don't give you the time of day, I don't believe in that, And a lot of people's like, well, that's why you get everything that is crazy. Like, you know what? Nothing is crazy. Every single customer needs a home.
Right.
And whatever we had to uncover, whatever stone we had to pick up, we'll look under it to make sure it works, And folks, you need to go to a place that you are not just a number, you're an individual. That we actually care about what we do. And a lot of people's like, that's just a sales pitch. No, you know what? Not really. Because if I truly live it, it shows. It's there. If you haven't never looked me up on Facebook, it speaks for itself. I'm a salesman. That's just a fact. For God's sake, I used to sell vacuum cleaners. Okay? So my point is, I can try to sell somebody something. I don't have to try to sell this. You are the one that needs a home.
Right.
You want the right people to help you. Okay, guess what? God have put it in my heart that this is what I do. When I was a kid, I went to college, to become a doctor, become a psychologist. Okay, and I found out real fast when I was going to, sociology and all that stuff that I freaking hated it. Okay,
right.
So
that's the college
it was
experience.
very freaking boring.
That's how I ended up in radio.
So in the end of the day, I mean, I took some of that stuff and I learned some stuff, and throughout the years, shows that I watched that are really good for the soul, the Bible, listening to the good stuff, okay? Listen, God, infused in, information of life. I'm not an angel and I'm not perfect, but I try to do the best thing for me and my family and all the people that are surround me, okay? So in turn, just like this Bible says, do all things to the Lord, So you don't cut corners, you don't break the law, you don't do stupid things. You just do your job right and take care of people. And guess what? Like that movie, if you build it, they will come.
Absolutely.
Okay, folks, we are there to take care of you. You want to buy a home? I got the programs. You don't have enough money? Guess what? I got the programs.
That's right. And those programs and you getting yourself in a financially stable enough position to get yourself into that new home. If you think about it, how much it's grown exponentially since 2020 to now,
correct,
it's only going up from here. So if you get in on that ground floor now, the amount of equity that you're going to have in your home in just a 5, 6, 7 years, it's going to blow your mind.
Yeah.
So now is the time to act. People say, now's not the time. I don't have I'm not in the right position. Get yourself in the right position and make now the right time.
And the right time to buy a home, folks, that was yesterday.
Yep.
Okay.
Next
and
best
people
time
were
is
like,
today.
You're just saying that because you want to do loans. No, folks, trust me, I got plenty. Okay, I got plenty too, but I want to help everybody.
Right.
And to be honest, I cannot have clear conscience to say go over there, go over there. No, I'm sorry. I believe what I do is what I was called to do. Because if not, I'd be a doctor or doing something else, folks. Okay. Seriously.
I was raised Southern Baptist, so I have a nice, healthy disc of guilt that just like sits right here inside of me, and I will do things begrudgingly just to avoid feeling guilty for not doing them. I'm like, you son, just get your coat. We're going. Okay, you're coming with me. I don't have to do this, but I'm doing it for me. So I get that.
But back in the day, I just used to be like, I want to be the best. You know what? You know, a lot of people say, like, oh, that's too cocky. No, I believe we are the best in town. Folks, we are the largest lending company here in Roswell, okay? A lot of people may not give us credit for it, but guess what? The facts are facts, okay? There's not a larger company in Roswell right now. We have the right tools. We have the right programs. We have the right people helping you. I have the right team, you know, backing me up. I mean, I'm try to grow my people as much as I can, you know, and I got some good people working under me. I have some that, you know, they're no longer with us, but unfortunately, you know, things like that happen. But in the end of the day, you know, we have to try to be the best we can be for our customers because let's folks, I remember when I bought my first house, I didn't know what in God's name I was doing. The lender that I was using didn't tell me nothing, you know. I just got it. I just got a customer literally from Friday to Saturday. Okay, they were with one of my competitors, and this is the part that's sad. They're friends. Listen to this. You would think if we're friends, I'm gonna uncover everything that I uncovered to even help you even more, right? He told me there's no communication. He's basically been told the deal is pretty much dead. Okay, you know, like you don't longer qualify for the programs we were doing, and so on. It's like amazing because that should have been known from the very beginning.
Right.
Which it looks like, okay, so that means my team and I are doing what we're supposed to. Because guess what? It took me 5 minutes to tell him it's okay.
Right.
You good? I got you. And guess what? Now I'm going to take care of him.
Yeah.
You know, from one day to the next, you good? Don't worry about it. I even got the money for you to do down payment and everything.
There you go.
Okay. So the fact of the matter is, folks, do not be afraid. Okay. Are you going to get the best deal possible? I'm going to get you the best deal possible every single time. Whatever I can do for your situation, I'm going to do the best I can for you.
There you go.
A lot of people ask, like, who has the best interest rate? You know, that's craziness because every company is different.
Right.
Every person's credit is different. Every situation is different. You know, now, when a customer goes on a hunting, you know, spree and try to get the best interest rate, I just say, go and do whatever.
Sure.
Bring me what they say, and I see if I can beat him. If I cannot beat him, go. See you later.
Go with them.
And then I'm going to take care of you the same way my people are.
You're not going to get the same experience.
And you know what? The funniest thing is they're losing it, you know, because of a fractional difference. But you know what? We have got people almost brainwashed throughout the years, and they only think about interest rate only.
Right.
And they forget about is what you can afford and what you can buy.
Right.
You know, and you're getting the right thing for yourself.
One aspect of this is not going to make the entire difference. The difference is made in whether you got somebody you can trust, someone who's professional, and someone who's going to handle your money well. Don't go with your friends. Go with a professional.
And I try to beat everybody. Most of the times I do anyway.
Yeah.
But I had this thing. There's always somebody that can go lower. You know. But the problem is, what is it costing you?
Right.
The problem is, are they taking care of you? Do they have your best interest in hand? There's so many different things, you know. Are they going to be there for you after you close?
Right.
Let me tell you something, folks. My phone is like a phone book, okay? Everybody that I take care of is in there.
Right.
When you call me, I don't say, who is this? I say, how you doing, Mike? How you doing, Luis?
Yeah.
How you doing, such and such?
Right.
You know what I mean? You remember Cheers?
Go
where everybody knows your name.
Yep.
I love that show because of that.
Absolutely. Elliot, we are running tight on time. Folks want to reach out to you and get a hold of you. How do they find you?
You can find me on Facebook, first of all. Find me by Elliot Rodriguez, okay? You're a lender of choice. You could look me up. You could go on my website, and that's www.loandepot/forward Elliot Rodriguez. Okay, that's my website. You can go and find me there. You can send me an email at elliottrodriguez@loandepot.com, and it's Elliot with one L, one T, and then the Rodriguez is with a Z and not a Q. All right.
Yes.
And you could check me out. And then my cell number 719-237-4680. You can find me. If I don't answer